As they say, define those travels as you can. Whatever you believe, I am your man for this, I think, because that's reasons. What's going on, everybody? Welcome, everyone. Welcome, Goglings, Gogletites, Gog Peoples, to Pen and Pixels. It is episode 95 of Pen and Pixels. We are only 5 episodes away from the big 100, the big 100, which is going to be cool and kind of weird, but still awesome. So, yes, the show is starting, and we are playing some Star Trek Judgment Rites, which I am very excited to continue. We got a good start into that game last time, and we're going to continue it this week. And I'm looking, actually, I guess it was 2 weeks ago that we did that because we played D&D last week. But I'm looking forward to continuing with Judgment Rites tonight. Before we do that, though, just a couple of quick reminders. Please make sure, if you haven't done so already, to follow the channel. Please consider subbing to GOG. Remember, it is only half price in the month of September. It is half price for everybody, thanks to the generosity of Twitch. So thank you, guys, if you have already followed, and if you haven't done, or if you have already subbed, and if you haven't already, please consider doing so. It supports the channel and supports us individually, too. Please also check us out individually as well, because we all have individual channels, and most of us have, Patreons and subsystems and things like that. So please consider doing that if you haven't already, because that definitely makes a difference for us as well. And thank you all so much for hanging out and being with us. And last but certainly not least, I would be remiss if I didn't. I'm going to pull up my... He's not even going to have to remind me. I'm going to pull this up here, and let's see. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just making sure that I had something here, and I do. Yes. So I am looking forward to getting a chance to play this with all of you guys. And thank you to Memories in 8-Bit for. I love the next commands that Chris does. They're always a lot of fun, and this one was no exception. The much brighter vision of the future, known as Star Trek Judgment Rites. I think that's probably accurate, I would say. But thank you for filling in for Outstar. Memories, great job as always. Outstar, get better soon. And yes, we've had a couple of life things that have taken over for some of our streamers. We like to think of ourselves as kind of a big family here on GOG, and my specific community, the Arvanauts, are like this too. So everyone, I'm sure, is going to be fine, but I just hope everybody's doing well and will be feeling better in short order. With that said, yeah, I saw that. Like, we're all paying respects because Pyron Jade was killed. So it's true. I've always suspected that Memories secretly... He could not tolerate the presence of another talented German streamer on the same team, and I knew that at some point it was going to come to a head. So I guess we've proven that one of us, Memories in 8-Bit, has the coldest heart of all. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, but it's good to see everybody, and I'm looking forward to getting underway here. So with no further ado, let us get rid of... Actually, let's just turn on... Where are we? Where's my thing? Where's my webcam? And bam! There we go. Good to see everybody. I hope everybody is doing well. Where's my Twitch chat at also? There we go. So, hey, what's up, Inquisitor? About 5 more seasons, we'll learn that I was the bad guy all along. Yeah, exactly. It was a long play, though, Chris. Right? It was a long play. It was definitely a long play. But good to see everybody. I hope everyone's doing well, and I hope you guys are looking forward to the awesomeness that is known as Star Trek Judgment Rites. I really had a good time with this. Also, I'm also excited for what the next game is going to be on the list, and I think I probably now am in a position. Well, okay, I'm going to just say that the game after Star Trek Judgment Rites is going to be one of 2 games. One of the games hasn't yet been officially approved, so I can't say the name of it or talk about it yet in this context. But I really hope it gets approved to show up on GOG, because, oh man, would I love to stream this game. So that's the one possibility. The other one, which I think I am probably going to do, I've talked about this with a couple of the streamers, is after this game, I'm going to play some Divinity Original Sin 2. Now, the thing about Divinity Original Sin 2 is that everyone says that it's really long. And I do not want to have another game that's like, 30 episodes of the same thing. So what I have worked out with our good friend Kilgore Trout is that I am going to begin streaming Divinity Original Sin 2. This is, again, not yet. This is after I finish with Star Trek. I'm going to begin streaming Divinity Original Sin 2. And then at a certain point, basically, depending on when I feel like, okay, the time has come, I'm going to hand it over to him. And he is then going to continue playing Divinity Original Sin 2. Now, I suppose if it's like going gangbusters and I adore every second of it, and you guys are like, you must continue to stream it at all costs, then I can talk to Kilgore about it. But basically, that's the plan. And I'm excited because it means that I get to play some DOS, but I don't have to worry that playing 3 hours a week, which is what I usually do here. If I were doing it on my own channel, I could do it over a period of time because I stream more on my channel, but I just can't justify it only streaming 3 hours a week here if I were to do the whole thing, because I'm just worried that people are going to get tired of it. But maybe this way, it'll be a little bit different. So I'm looking forward to it. We're gonna actually try. Yes. That's right. 8-Bit and I, that's right. 8-Bit, that is subject to the approval of 8-Bit and I are going to have to work out that other game. Yeah, we generally do have different tastes in games to a degree, although there are some games that that you and I like quite a bit, Memories. But yeah, that is a game definitely that he and I are both like, yes, do want. So we will see how that goes. We'll see how it goes. I have already been lucky enough to have someone seed to me. Kilgore was going to be streaming Torment, and he was generous enough and gracious enough to allow me to stream it instead. So pretty much at this point, I'm going to give Chris the opportunity to jump ahead of me in the line for that other game. But I still hope that I get to stream it because, oh, I'm so excited. So yes. Yeah, exactly. That's right, Rough Galaxy. So I have to think about that too. Oh, you just reposted the original. Did you post it in Discord? Did you post it in my Discord there, X5? Let me go check the Discord quickly, because I think you probably did. Let's see. Hang on a second. I'm looking right now. Is it under announcements? I don't know that I see it, X5. Okay, I just did. I accepted your friend request. There it is. I see it. Okay. So define those moments indeed. This is another epic introduction from X5. Define those moments indeed. Define those travels. To boldly go where no one has gone before. Well, that is where Arvin Eleron and his GOG crew is going on board the USS Enterprise as we venture into space. The final frontier. Sentinels of the space as we patrol the galaxies. Studying space anomalies. Repairing ruptures in the space-time continuum. Adventures within space on the road that has no end. In the yellow woods that is only black night and bright stars. Captain Wilson, report to the bridge. It's got a nice ring to it, Captain Wilson. We are being hailed by GOG as it is time to begin the judging travels. GOG crew, report to your departments, to your superior officer. Let us begin. Star Trek Judgment Rites begins. Do remember to keep praying and faithfully hope for the best for the folks that have suffered at the harshness of Hurricane Harvey and Irma, and also Maria, especially Puerto Rico and the Dominican is going to be very affected by that. Possibly the remnants of Jose. But I, Echo Alpha X5, will say this to all. Godspeed, stay always epic, loving, kind-hearted, awesome, and respectful. Twitch unity. Thank you, sir. Much love, much love. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, X5. Thanks so much, man. And as always, it is a pleasure, an honor to be able to read those introductions. So, all right, guys. So with that said, it's time for some Star Trek. So let us get to it. All right, here we go. And let me pop it up here. Star Trek, where are you at? There we go. I'm going to have to resize this, so bear with me for just a second. Okay. Okay.
Load a previously saved game.
That's what I want. Oh, shoot. Starting episode 2, unsure, your computer room. Oh, God. I don't remember. Oh, no. I don't know if this is right. No, that's not it. It's definitely not that. It's definitely not that. Okay, it is not unsure. How about near the computer room? No, it's definitely not that either. Okay. I hope it's continuing. It should be continuing then. Yeah, here we go. Made it. Woo! That was close. All right. Now, it's been 2 weeks, but I believe what happened was I had just opened up the shield on this thing to allow me access to it, is I believe what happened. I had just done that. So I think we should be in good shape now to be able to do this. So, let's use you.
Computer, are you on? Maybe I'm not the man for this particular job.
That's why I said
No effect.
Here we go.
This console is non-operational, Captain.
Yeah.
However, I do believe the repair would be a simple matter given the right materials. There are essentially no controls or displays available at this time.
Okay.
Captain, I do not have the equipment necessary.
Okay, so we need to repair. What do we have in the way of repair?
No, I don't think that's necessary.
Okay, can we repair? That's promising.
The computer is now functional.
Ha!
Fascinating. There's only a limited amount of control available on this console. I believe there are other functions it controls, but these functions cannot be accessed.
I'm not sure I understand, Spock.
Nor I, Captain. What purpose would be served by limiting access?
What purpose indeed? Bones, any ideas?
Why are you asking me? Is this some kind of pop quiz?
2 other things, Captain. There is a reference in the limited readout which leads me to believe there are other complexes on the planet somehow connected with this one.
Okay.
Location and function are not specified or available.
That's only one, Spock.
True, Captain. I was just waiting to see if you had any comments.
Not that I'd like to share at this moment, Mr. Spock, please.
I'll
There is
talk about
one
that in a
other
minute,
repair
Mutikins.
that is possible. One device can be controlled from this console if its command circuit is replaced.
Should know no
I will
apostrophe.
not be able to determine
It's.
what device that is until the replacement circuit is installed.
Okay. So Mutikins, this is a point-and-click adventure game. And what you're doing in this basically is going through and doing various missions. This is mission number 2, episode number 2 of the Star Trek Judgment Rites game. When I first started streaming with my first episode of Pen and Pixels, I streamed this. The prequel to this. I streamed Star Trek 25th Anniversary, and now I'm getting a chance to play Judgment Rites. So, and yeah. Okay, now. So, I think I have that already. Control circuit.
No, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't think that's necessary.
I fail to see what useful purpose that would serve, Captain.
Didn't you say you needed a command circuit? How about...
No, I don't think that's necessary.
Alright, not that one. Swear to God, man, this UI. Aha!
I can shut down the force field protecting the generator. Do you wish me to do so?
No, let's look around a bit more first. Yes, we'll finally be able to take a better look at it. No, let's look around. Yes, we'll...
Captain, my attempt to turn off the force field has triggered some sort of computer activity. It is requesting that I allow some sort of display to occur on the screen. Shall I allow it?
I don't know if that's a good idea. Let's wait. By all means, Spock. Curiosity may kill cats, but I'm hoping humans will fare a little better. I don't know if that's by all means.
That's comforting, Jim.
Whoa, what? Oh my gosh, puzzle time, okay. Alright, please nobody backseat this. Please nobody backseat this. I will try to figure this out on my own. I will ask for help if I need it. Let's see. So, I need to figure out what thing goes there. So, may the spirit of Puzzwiz be with me. Yes, only Puzzwiz can save us now. Let's see. Yeah, tip, do it right. Well, alright, let's see. So across, I've got circle. I've got circle, I've got well, not quite pentagon. I've got circle. I've got diamond over there on both sides. Exactly, Sharian. Up, up, down, down, left, right, left, right. Okay, it's the orange one. Let's see. Okay, let's see. We've got, let's see. If it were triangle. So we've got one side. All right, here, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I figured it out. One side for the circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sides for the middle symbol. Leads to 6 sides over there. And then... oh, maybe I figured it out. Oh, no. See, I thought I was being all smart. I thought that what this was that one side, right, plus 5 sides equals 6 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was feeling very smart about myself. And then I looked and I saw that 5 sides plus 4 sides does not equal 3. So that's no good. Oh, there we go. The resub just happened. Thank you for the resub on my channel, Chaotix. Thank you very much for the resub on my channel, Chaotix. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So it did come through eventually. Let's see. All right. 1, 5, 4. 5, 4, 4. 6, 3. I doubt it would be 4. It doesn't make any sense. Because it's not that it's always different symbols. These are different symbols. These are different symbols. These are different symbols. But these are not. They're all different symbols. The 2 diamonds are the same. And these are not because of the 2 diamonds being the same. So that's not the pattern. There's 3 diamonds. Oh, wait a second. Okay, hold on now. 3 diamonds. 2 of these. Yeah, I know. I told you it was delayed, Chaotix. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, man. 3 diamonds. 1 triangle. 6, 5, 5. 4, 4, 4. But see, that doesn't make sense either, because I was thinking, okay, well, there's 6. So there's 1 6-sided symbol. There's 2 5-sided symbols. 3 4-sided symbols, which would suggest that then there would be... oh, I bet it's triangle.
It seems that we have chosen incorrectly, Captain.
What's the matter, Jim? Been that long since childhood? We used to play this kind of game all the time.
No, Bones, it hasn't been that long. I just haven't seen a puzzle quite like this one.
I must confess a lack of familiarity with this particular scheme. Vulcan puzzles are more abstract. There were 4 available shapes that might solve the puzzle.
One of the shapes should make all 3 lines equal in some way.
That would seem logical, Captain.
Alright, well, I'm going to reload that. Oh, does that mean I have to repair... oh, god damn it. I bet I have to repair all these again. That's obnoxious. That's obnoxious. Yeah.
The computer is now functional. Fascinating.
I'm not sure I understand, Spock.
Nor I, Captain. What purpose would...
What purpose indeed? Bones?
Why are you asking me?
2 other things, Captain.
That's only one, Spock.
True, Captain. I was just...
Not that I'd like to share it.
There is one other repair...
Okay. Let's save that now while we're thinking
Save
about
new
it.
game. Replace previous.
Okay. This puzzle's too simple. Yeah, it needs to be more abstract. That's... Spock is like, this Sudoku needs to have more columns. That's basically Spock's vision of it. Okay, here we go.
I can shut down the force field protecting the generator.
No, let's look around. Yes.
Captain, my attempt to turn...
I don't know if that's a good idea. By all means, Spock.
That's comforting, Jim.
Okay. So... yeah, make all 3 lines equal in some way. Alright. 6 minus 5 is 1. 5 minus 4 minus 3 is 1. So 6 minus 4... No. Yeah, too intelligent to solve puzzles. So 6 minus 5 is 1. 5 minus 4... Well, actually, wait a minute. This is different. 6 minus 5 is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. 6 minus 4... rather, no. 5 minus 4... Or no. Maybe it just has to be the most. 5 minus 4 is 1. 3 minus 1. That's not it. What's up, Kill? Five, 6 minus 5. 1 cycle. 3, 7, 5. Well, I can't choose the circle, so the circle's got to be the one variable here. 6 minus 5 is 1. 5 minus 4 is 1. Might be 5 minus 4 is 1. No? It's not it either.
It seems that we have chosen incorrectly, Captain.
What's the matter, Jim? Been
No, Bones, it hasn't been that.
I must confess
One of the shapes should make...
that would seem logical.
One of the shapes should make all 3 lines equivalent in some way.
I can shut down the force field protecting the gen...
No, let's look around. Yes.
Captain, I attempted...
I don't know if that's a good idea. By all means, Spock.
That's comforting, Jim.
All 3 lines equal in some way. What does that mean? 5 minus 4 is 1. Yeah. That thing that he's saying about makes the 3, you know, should be something that makes the 3 lines equal doesn't make any sense to me. What 3 lines? Is he talking about, like, rows across this way or columns? What does he mean 3 lines? Plus 4 is 5. I really wish that worked. 5 plus 4 is not 3. Why is it the diamond?
It appears we have chosen correctly, Captain. The controls indicate that the force field has been dropped.
I don't follow as to why it's the... I don't understand why it would be the diamond. It's 12, 12, and 12? What 12, though? Left to right. Well, oh, was it multiplication? And I was thinking of addition? Was it multiplication instead? Really?
Save new game. Replace previous.
I was doing edges, though. I was doing edges. Yeah, but I was doing that, though. Oh, I guess what I was doing was I was trying to make the shapes fit with each other. I guess that's what I was doing. I was trying to make the edges of each one of them. Hey, Miranda. I guess I was trying to make the edges of each shape add up to make to work with each other as opposed to just thinking about it overall. Okay. I got it. I thought it was the first two was leading you to the third, and that's the thing that threw me off.
Computer, are you on?
Yeah.
Captain, the remaining force field is already down.
Okay. I just need to remember where the heck the force field is. No, what's up, EA? How you doing, man? No, X5. I've got to be able to get the notifications. I've got to talk to the folks and get the notifications for. This is not the right place. And get the notifications for GOG.
A huge vat full of pheromone and food-producing... Information recorded on the tricorder states that this is a discharge unit to eject material into the planet's ecosystem.
Where the heck is the generator? It's one of these rooms. Not that one. Also not that one. Nope, 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 nope. Yeah. For sure, Sharian, yeah.
That passageway narrows as it goes up. I don't think we'd make it without getting stuck.
That's right, I forgot about that. So we have to go this way. Hello, Nathka. Alright, so then we'll go this way. Let's try going left, still looking for the generator. I don't remember if this thing was blocked by a shield before.
A large machine with lights cycling on its front side.
A sensor device, quite sensitive. This system detected the geological scan from the Demeter. Chances are good that it had already detected the Demeter's presence.
Then why not scan the Demeter immediately?
That would have certainly alerted the ship to the presence of this equipment. Whatever or whoever controls this waited until its detection had already occurred.
I love how, why does everyone call me at this time? Seriously, do not call me. I love how they're arguing with each other about the correct pronunciation of Demeter. Kirk's like Demeter, and Spock's like Demeter. Okay, so that's a sensor thing. Okay. What else?
I am fairly certain it is a transmitter of some type, Captain. While the construction and circuitry are totally unfamiliar to me, I do notice a lack of signal focusing or the ability to go omnidirectional or any other similar change. However, the system is slaved to track to a general sector of the galaxy. Information is passed following a random signal pattern with the lead pulse carrying the coding keys.
English, Spock, please.
That was English, Captain. To rephrase, the signal is permanently directed to one area of the galaxy, an area I believe the Federation has yet to explore. The signal beam is not tight enough to fix an exact planet or even a specific system. These settings cannot be changed.
Then this is a sort of monitoring system only?
Quite possibly. Furthermore, the signal frequency is 0.00052 angstroms, and the transmissions are coded. Captain, unless someone was looking for this signal in particular, chances are it would be dismissed as background radiation, cosmic rays.
You learned all that by just playing with the console on a machine you've never seen before?
I am the science officer, Doctor, and a Vulcan.
That's Spock being like, I am a badass, Doctor.
Gas plasma displays, Captain. Readings show that they have been activated recently.
Not entirely sure what we're supposed to do with that information.
As I assumed earlier, this is a scanning device. The architecture is quite interesting and quite elegant. Captain, whoever constructed this is probably more technologically advanced than we are.
Naturally.
Taller. Look at how high the console is.
Good observation, Bones.
Thank you, Jim.
But not necessarily correct. It is logical to assume they do work at a higher level, however.
Are you trying to say their hands come out of their heads, Spock?
I am not assuming they have hands, Doctor.
It's definitely Spock.
Where do I get this?
As I assumed earlier, this is a scanning
Right, I
device.
know that.
Taller.
Good observation, Bones.
Thank you, Jim.
But not necessarily correct.
Are you trying to say their hands?
I am not assuming they have.
Okay, so they're taller. All right. That's great.
This is
What
kind
does any of
fun.
that tell
Too
us?
bad this machinery is not my field of expertise.
All right. So,
A sensor device, quite sensitive. This system detected
Then why not scan the Demeter immediately?
that would have certainly alerted the ship to the.
okay, so I wish I was a
I am
little bit
fairly
taller.
certain it is a transmitter of some.
English, Spock, please.
That was English, Captain. To rephrase,
Then this is a sort of monitoring.
quite possibly. Furthermore,
You learned all that by just...
I am the science officer.
Okay, so it gave us a
Save
fair
movie
bit of
place
information, but I
preview.
still don't think it's that helpful without more stuff to use that information on. Ah, that's right. I don't think I could get to this before.
Captain, there's a small display active. It appears that this device is a memory unit, an archive. Most amazing. The information is in volatile memory. If power were lost to this device, all information contained within would be lost. An odd way to create an archive.
What is in the archive?
The displays indicate it contains a vast amount of data on three-dimensional projection. Circuitry diagrams, equipment construction techniques. Essentially, everything needed to project lifelike images in great detail inside of a structure. Starfleet does not have this level of technology.
Sounds like a planetarium.
This would be a major find for the Federation.
Then I'd think that gathering that data would be a very good thing to do, Mr. Spock.
Very well, Captain. Captain, the display indicates that the best view of the projection will be from the south side of the room.
Well, gentlemen,
Anyone got popcorn?
Bones.
Whoa. Kirk, Spock, Bones.
Impressive, Spock.
Captain, I'm not responsible for that occurrence. However, I did discover that accessing the memory will not only trigger the shutdown of this unit, it will also send a signal to another device, most likely one somewhere in this complex. Damaging the unit will also initiate shutdown and signal transmission.
There's no way around it?
None, Captain.
What is this, some kind of idiotic test? Don't fool with that, Spock. You'll poison this planet and make these inhabitants permanently aggressive.
Doctor, you do not know for certain that whoever placed the Balcosi here
Exactly.
did not intend for that to happen. The aggressiveness may be what they need to develop further. And the information in the archive is a reward for sending the Balcosi
I believe that's
into
right,
the next
Jedi.
stage of their development.
You just want to get your Vulcan fingers on that precious scientific information. More like 30 pieces of silver for condemning the Balcosi to the lives of violence. Jim, you can't let this unfeeling monster do this to the Balcosi.
Do you wish me to continue attempting to access the archive, Captain?
Yes, Spock. That information could be critical to the Federation.
So,
Let's hold off until we get a little more information. Yes, Spock. That information could be critical to the Federation.
so basically, if he accesses the archive, it's going to shut things down. It's going to create this. Everyone in the Balcosi will be completely aggressive. Or, so I can allow him to do that, get the memory, but then run the risk of the Balcosi being aggressive. Or I can tell him not to. I could tell him not to and preserve and keep them from being. Yeah, but I. Well, the problem, you know, I was thinking about that, Anatha. The problem is, though, I don't know where the Prime Directive applies here, because clearly the people that we're dealing with right here are more technologically advanced than we are, so the Prime Directive doesn't apply to that. And as far as the Balcosi are concerned, we wouldn't, you know, they're already having their development interfered with or altered by this other powerful race. So I don't know.
Let's hold off until...
Do anything with that?
Not much can be done with this recharging unit without the devices to receive power. I have entered data into the tricorder. This object is an alien archive containing valuable information in its dynamic memory on the subject of three-dimensional projections. The energy generated from inside this unit is definitely causing the problems in communicating with the Enterprise. It will undoubtedly block any attempt at transporter lock-on also.
Man, this is a tough call.
Save new game. Replace
I'm-
previous game.
You know, let's do that. I'm inclined to let him do it, but yeah, but that's not the way it reads, though, EA. Prime Directive explicitly says people who are not as advanced. Explicitly says it. So in this particular case, these creatures clearly are more advanced than we are, technologically and otherwise. And the Balcosi are not, but again, the Balcosi are being interfered with by this other race first. So theoretically, by doing this, we would be putting the Balcosis back on their normal path of development that was interfered with by this other alien race. Yeah. Arr.
The generator feeds power to other machines here and... A three-dimensional version of the X's from the floor hang from the ceiling.
See, the thing is that under normal circumstances, I would go with Spock. Because Spock usually does think about the overall ramifications of his actions. It's McCoy who goes off half-cocked all the time. So the McCoy advocacy against this is worrying me, because normally I would never side with McCoy over Spock. But... well, yeah, because they violated it all the time, but theoretically you're supposed to die if you violate it. The captains swear an oath that they'll die rather than violate that, you know, directive, but obviously Kirk does it all the time. I'm going to let Spock, I think, do this, and we're going to see how it goes.
You know, Spock, if you weren't here, I'd have to try to determine what that machine does.
Then it would seem to be most fortunate.
Jim, I do believe...
I think all this alien machinery has gotten him so excited he's become emotional.
Not likely, Captain.
No, I suppose not.
Captain, accessing the archive will cause transmission of the signal from this unit to the other device.
Yes, Spock, that information could be critical to the Federation.
I have the data, Captain. The archive is now empty and has sent its signal.
I'm not happy about this, Jim. I think we're dooming the Balcosi to eternal strife. Not to mention what it's doing to us.
Spock may have had it right. This might have been the plan all along. Someone obviously set all this up. Would they possibly put the Balcosi in a position to be negatively affected?
Captain, the energy field has dropped enough for us to communicate with the Enterprise.
Kirk to Enterprise. Scotty, are you there?
Captain Kirk, good to hear your voice.
And yours, Scotty. 3 to beam up. Chekhov, set phasers on widest possible setting. We need to sterilize the atmosphere near that complex. We must wipe out that bacteria.
Aye, Captain.
Captain, as we surmised on the planet, there are more bacteria-producing locations. Sensors indicate several similar geysers of material being ejected into the atmosphere from various locations on the planet. My calculations are that we cannot destroy enough of the bacteria to stop it from invading the ecosystem. Captain, the Balcosi will be permanently subjected to the pheromone.
Jim, I've gone over the report. You have doomed the Balcosi to violent behavior and cut their food supply to boot. Jim, with all your years of service, you should know that no information, no matter how revolutionary,
Jesus.
is worth condemning an entire civilization. Maybe you and your crew have been together a bit too long. I expect better things from you, Captain. You are hereby ordered to return
Wow.
to Starbase 42 for re-evaluation of your fitness for command.
Wow.
Mr. Spock, you are now in command, until you receive further orders.
Load a previously saved game.
Wow. Well, that's clearly wrong. God bless America. Good gravy.
You know, Spock, if you weren't here, I'd have to try.
Then it would seem
Wow.
to be
Jim, I do believe...
I think all this alien
God
machinery has gotten
damn.
him so excited.
not likely, Captain.
Yeah, but I was the one who was supposed to tell him no, right?
No, I don't think that's necessary.
Captain, accessing the archive will cause transmission of the signal from this unit.
Yes, Spock, that information. Let's hold off until we get a little. Yes, Spock, let's hold.
All right, so I've got to get more info, obviously. Jeez Louise. Yeah, exactly, Miranda. I was like, damn. Wow. Man.
Captain, the remaining force field is already down. Captain, I do not have the equipment necessary.
No, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't think that's necessary.
Yeah, I agree, Vlodril. I feel the same way. All right, well, we've obviously got to gather information together, because that's obviously wrong.
A series of readout displays.
Third in command is Scotty.
An impressive-looking machine of alien manufacture.
I probably would,
A
Jedi. That's
relatively
true.
small machine full of electronics.
Wait,
with
is
a
that
glass
is that
port
is
on the
Bridge
front.
Crew out for PS4 by chance?
A large machine with lights cycling on its front side.
I wonder if now he could do this.
A sensor device, quite sensitive. This system
Then why not scan the...
that would have certainly... I am
He is sometimes on the bridge, Miranda.
Of some type,
He is sometimes he's on the bridge.
While the construction and circuitry are totally unfamiliar
VR,
to me,
yeah, I knew it was VR.
I do notice a lack
I saw,
of
I think it was
signal
Itme JP
focusing
playing
or
that.
the ability to go omnidirectional
Definitely
or
looked
any
fun. I'd
other
be all about
similar
that.
change. However, the system is slaved to track to a general sector of the galaxy. Information is passed.
English, Spock, please.
That was English, Captain. To rephrase,
Then this is a sort of monitoring system only?
quite possibly. Furthermore, the signal...
You learned all that by just playing with the console on...
I am the science officer. Gas plasma displays, Captain.
I think third in
Readings
command
show
would
that
have been
they
Data, right? I
activated
think.
recently.
Maybe I have to go back and check that pheromone.
As I assumed earlier, this is a scanning device,
and taller.
Good observation, Bo.
Thank you, Jim.
but not necessarily.
Are you trying to say their hand...
I am not assuming.
All right, let's try checking out the pheromone machine. I believe that's right. I think it's Data and then Worf. Which, considering the fact that Worf is constantly countermanded, you guys have seen that video, right? Where they're like, no, Mr. Worf, no, wrong, no. They're always telling Worf no. Okay, what is this thing?
Captain, the controls are locked out. There is no way to change their settings. Captain, this is the life support control unit.
Jim, the cells contained in this unit are from a Balcosian and from that pheromone. This machine is synthesizing the toxin that's gonna ruin these people.
What if you can fix it?
I need to get this recalibrated. This isn't a medical matter, Jim.
Jeez.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
Captain, given the nature of the electronics inside, I can deduce that it is a synthesizer replicator.
Yeah, we've seen that already.
I do not see the logic in that action. I do not see the logic in that action. Made by the same builders as the other machinery in the complex. Quite sophisticated. I do not see the logic in that action. Captain, I do not notice any external controls. This appears to be a self-automated unit. I do not believe the doctor is the problem here, and using the nerve pinch would serve no purpose.
That's funny.
However, it is possible that this hypothesis is wrong.
Look at that, Jim. Spock was trying to be funny.
Although the doorway does lead up to the surface, there is little air exchange with the surface.
Well, he's a lieutenant commander, right? So... I mean, because Riker is also a commander. Yeah, the high pants. They were kind of high pants, too.
This device appears to be of the same manufacturer as the others in this complex.
No, he was. He was lieutenant commander.
This device appears to be of the...
It looks like a bunch of grapes.
That passageway narrows as it goes up. I don't think we'd make it without getting stuck.
No effect.
It doesn't look like that sprayer is key to the Balcosi.
I'm just a simple country doctor, not a short order cook.
Oh, you leave Scotty alone, Servo.
Captain, I do not notice any extra... Captain, I do not notice any
Not really, like...
That passageway narrows as it goes up.
I'm confused.
You get no response. The medical table is too small for you.
Could I phaser it?
A huge vat full of pheromone and food-producing bacteria.
I wonder if there's a way to fix that.
Information recorded on the tricorders.
Know that.
Jim, have you lost your mind? You would condemn the Balcosi to eternal warfare. Plus, there's no telling what effect it would have on us.
A group of tubes and cube-like devices.
I do not think it would be wise to tamper with these units' processes.
Jim, I say let sleeping dogs lie. And this thing looks like a tired Comedronian pit bull.
Captain, unless we know the exact nature of those controls, I would recommend against shooting them.
There's got to be... I wonder if I can rewire... Alright, let's do it this way.
A small, thick card. It has an indicator showing that it has been charged recently.
I think I could do that. Can I use that on that?
No, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't think that's necessary.
Assuming the appropriate signal is received, this unit can be shut down safely. The shutdown signal does not originate here.
Okay, so we've got to go somewhere to shut this down. We've got to go somewhere to shut this one down, I guess. If you, Mutikins, I don't remember, if you type in !game, it has a link there with my affiliate code, or my GOG affiliate link there, that would allow you to click over to the page and see if it is on sale. My guess is probably not at the moment, but it's not expensive to begin with. I want to say it was like $10 maybe. actually curious myself. Let me make sure. Yeah, it is $9.99 as we speak. Pretty cheap. Okay. So, the shutdown signal. So, I need to deliver this a shutdown signal. Oh, I attached it. I actually attached it to it. Okay.
No, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't think that's necessary.
So, that's good. That's good. That's good. So, all right. So, we have made some progress there.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
Now the question is...
I do not notice any ill effects. I do not notice any ill effects.
So I need to send it the shutdown command.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
Well, I do think it's necessary. That's why I'm doing it. Alright, so we've got to figure out... Okay.
Captain, the remaining force field is already down.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
None of your impudence, Spock.
No, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't think that's necessary.
I don't think he thinks it's necessary. Just getting his feeling that he doesn't think it's necessary.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
Okay.
No, I don't think that's necessary. 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 No, I don't think that's necessary.
This cannot be used on this device.
I was gonna say, it is necessary because I say so. Damn it, Kirk. Right, Picard would understand it was necessary.
Captain, applying a charge of the magnitude the recharger applies would damage the readout unit.
No, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't think that's necessary.
The generator feeds power to other... The device is rhythmically dropping rectangular... A large computer performing some unknown task.
Captain, there are no visible controls.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
Have you already forgotten that we have samples of the badges? Since we know this is a high-pressure device, it would be logical to either use it or leave it alone.
Damn it, Spock.
A machine for mechanically combined...
I already did that.
A large starburst pattern adorns the floor. It is a replica of the...
Mr. Kirk propagandist. So I have to shut off this tank from somewhere.
Spock, can you apply this to that machine?
Captain, this part will not interface with that machine.
No, I don't think that's necessary. Spock, can you apply this to that machine?
Captain, this part will not interface with that machine.
Wonder if one of them will.
Spock, can you apply this to that machine?
Captain, this part will not interface with that machine.
That's the key, Anidel.
Spock, can you apply this to that machine?
Captain, this part will not
Spock, can you apply this to that machine?
Captain, this part will not interface with that machine.
Spock, can you apply this to that machine?
Captain, this part will not interface with that machine.
No, I don't think that's necessary. 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 No, I don't think that's necessary.
Captain, given the nature of the electronics inside, I can deduce that it is a synthesizer replicator unit. However, it is unlike
I need some kind of a
anything
centralized
used by the
computer system
Federation.
that can shut that off.
I am unable to
Yeah,
determine
100%.
its exact capabilities.
Although the equipment is alien, yet another. Although the equipment is alien.
All right, I've got to try to shut down. So I feel like I've got to try to shut down what's going on in that other room.
This device appears to be a.
No, I don't think that's necessary. 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 No, I don't think that's necessary.
Really? The only clue that I've had so
That
far...
passageway narrows as it goes up.
Whoops.
I don't think we'd make it without getting stuck.
Yeah, I did that already in Athga, although I guess I haven't with, like, this high-pressure machine. I can try trying to synthesize and replicate that again. I need to figure out how to shut this thing down, is what it comes down to, basically.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
Don't think that's necessary. Do you think this is necessary?
No, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't think that's necessary.
Oh, what's up, Illness? How about...
No, I don't think that's necessary.
I wonder if the reason that it would shut down and poison the planet is because it would assume the Balcosi had gotten in and it attacked the machine or some such thing.
The device is rhythmically dropping rectangular cards into its storage bin.
Have you already forgotten that we have sampled? Captain, these badges are already assembled.
Yeah. Who knows what stench it would make if you put that in.
Oh, okay,
again.
cool, Hillis.
No, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't think that's necessary.
This is a puzzle, people. This is definitely a puzzle.
This room shares the basic construction design of all the
Oh my
other
God.
rooms. A large computer performing
You interface with any of this.
Spock, see what you can do with that computer.
Captain, there is no way to interface this part with the computer.
Can we interface this part? We interface this part with the computer.
Spock, see what you can do with that computer.
Can you interface that?
Captain, there is no way to interface this part with the computer.
Can you interface this part?
Spock, see what you can do with that computer.
Captain, there is no way to interface this part with the computer.
No, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't think that's necessary.
I am
This
confused.
room shares the basic construction design.
I'm definitely confused.
This seems pointless. Several cables wind their way up to the ceiling. A large white segmented tube hangs overhead.
What if I were to destroy that tube?
Careful, Jim. You don't know what you might be releasing.
Yeah.
Save new game. Replace previous game.
Alright, I don't know. I will take suggestions. Please don't give me just like a walkthrough link, but if anyone has a hint that they want to give me, I'll take a hint. If you have one, I'll take it. I feel like it's got something to do with this, but... Mm-hmm.
I fail to see what useful purpose that would serve, Captain.
It certainly succeeds in
No,
his
I don't
goal
think
for
that's
it.
necessary. No, I don't think that's necessary.
That would be nice, Bob Bear, but I don't have any particular way of doing that.
No, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't think that's necessary.
I was examining that computer, Captain. Very interesting. The computer has an exceedingly large display screen. There are several conclusions.
What conclusions, Spock?
One, the individuals for whom this equipment was built have substandard vision. 2. The users have quite long arms or manipulative extremities and have to work a considerable distance away from the console and screen. 3. The large screen and lack of anything else in the room could mean it was expected that more than one individual would be viewing the display.
Really?
A view screen that looks very similar to the one on the Enterprise.
Computer, are you on? Maybe I'm not the man for this particular job.
The light is provided by the surface of the room.
Computer, are you on?
Shoot.
Maybe I'm not the man for this particular...
Captain, the remaining force field is already down.
I know that. I've got to think about how else to do it. See you, Nathka.
Captain, the remaining force field.
A view screen that looks very
All
similar
right, I don't
to
know.
the one
Anyone
on
who
the
has played this
Enterprise.
before, I will take a hint. If you guys have one to give, I will take a hint.
This seems pointless.
I don't know. I'm confused.
A large cone hangs overhead. Colored cables run in and out of it.
So I can maybe ask him about that cone.
Captain, this appears to be a distributive optic node.
If you say so, Mr. Spock.
Readings indicate an organic compound is being pumped through that piping, Captain. Perhaps Dr. McCoy can elaborate.
Okay.
There is an organic compound being pumped through those pipes, Jim. The readings I'm getting indicate some bacteria with another organic agent in it.
What if there was a rupture, Bones?
I couldn't tell you what sort of effects it might have on us if we were exposed to large quantities. I would leave the lab on the Enterprise to tell you that.
But if we zapped it...
Careful, Jim. You don't know what you
Ah.
might be releasing.
Fascinating. I had not thought you capable of an act of meaningless violence.
Shut up, Spock.
This seems pointless. This seems pointless. Several cables wind their way up to the ceiling.
Captain, the blue cable is an optical communications link, but the tricorder is not familiar with the signal in the yellow cable.
Really? Could I use the cable that I have on that, maybe?
No, I don't think that's necessary.
Swear to God, Kirk.
No, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't think that's necessary.
I wonder if I can activate these machines together. Can you do...
No, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't think that's necessary.
How about...
No, I don't think that's necessary.
Still haven't used those cards for anything.
No, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't think that's necessary.
No.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
No.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
Damn it. I feel like Samuel L. Jackson. Say that one more time, motherfucker. Say that one more time. What's up, Centuria?
No, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't think that's necessary.
Damn.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
A large white segmented tube hangs overhead.
Hey, Centuria, what's up?
Indicate an organic compound is being pumped through that piping, Captain. Perhaps Dr. McCoy can elaborate.
There is an organic compound being pumped through those pipes, Jim.
What if there was a rupture, Bones?
I couldn't tell you what sort of effects.
Fascinating. I had not thought you capable.
It's not meaningless. Silly homemade RPG Maker games.
A relatively small machine full of electronics with a glass port on the front.
Glass port.
What do you expect me to do, Jim? Check his temperature?
I expect you to do something useful, Jim. You know, useful? Use?
No, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't think that's necessary.
Nice, Centuria.
Extremely smooth rock walls, several cables snake out from the wall to a small stone, 8-pointed star suspended from the ceiling.
This star is made from native minerals and shows a propensity to emit low-level light. It shows a high degree of machining, Captain.
That's great. Also does absolutely nothing.
Readings indicate that the red cables are power conduits. The green and blue are some sort of optical communications cables.
Okay.
Phasering those lines could shut down all systems in this outpost, including life support.
I have very few options, okay, Spock?
Phasering those lines could... Captain, that would be unwise, as phasering the ceiling may cause structural damage, causing it to collapse.
Ugh.
This would be a terrible waste of unique equipment, Captain.
Jim, have you lost your mind?
Captain, a phaser is the first... Captain, I see no logic in the destruction...
I don't understand any of this, Jim.
Don't understand.
An impressive-looking machine of extremely smooth rock.
We have very few options.
Gas plasma displays, Captain. Readings show that they have been activated recently.
A series of readouts.
This place looks like Spock's dream world, doesn't it, Jim?
In what way, Bones?
No decorations, no life, nothing but machinery. Not even a picture of his mother on the wall.
A picture of my mother here would be most surprising. However, if you are suggesting that construction was performed in an efficient manner, I would agree with your most logical conclusion.
Remind me to check my blood for green tinges when we get back to the ship, Jim.
As usual, McCoy.
Fascinating, Captain. I've never seen...
You know, I've got the feeling this is bigger than it looks, and I don't mean just more space beyond this door.
Yeah, Leonard Nimoy. I mean, I still have parts that I need to set into a room somewhere to fix it, but I don't know where. That's piping. I can't do anything with that. I tried. Actually, wait a second, 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 wait a second. No, 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 don't leave, don't leave, don't leave. Go back. Okay. If I tried to cut just these, yeah, it is Leonard Nimoy's actual voice. This is actually the crew. The whole bridge crew.
The light is provided by the surface of the room. The light is provided by the...
Captain, the blue cable is an optical communications link, but the tricorder is not familiar with the signal in the yellow cable.
Jim, have you lost your mind?
A large cone hangs overhead. Colored cables run in and out of it.
I wonder if I could attach the cables to the thing up top.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
Of course you don't.
No, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't think that's necessary.
I'm getting to the point where I'm going to have to look through a walkthrough to get this. I'm not getting it at all. I was going along great, and then I just hit a wall. I don't know what... I don't know.
Even with the doorway leading out,
Although the doorway does lead up,
I know about that.
I do not see the logic in that action. Captain, I do not notice any Although the doorway does lead up to the... The cavernous structure narrows considerably, approximately 15 meters
Yep,
ahead.
even to Forrest Kelly. That's right,
We
Dumpy
would
Hunter.
not be able to get past
The
that
entire
point.
original cast. Okay, so we can't get past that point.
Spock, can you apply this to that machine?
No, I already
Captain,
tried
this
this.
part will not interface.
Oh, that's frustrating. Alright, I gotta look it up. That sucks. Oh wait, actually, I think I might have a hint book that came with the GOG version of this. Let me see if I'm right. Yeah, there is a clue book. Alright, hold on. Let's see what the clue book says. Okay, general hints, chat. General hints, okay? Okay, let's see. Powered, blah, 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 blah. You have to feed the power generator. That's okay, Hellbring. I'm actually looking right at the clue book right now. Let's see. So, we need to make them. Where is the power generator? Alright, well, it looks like I have to go back to the power generator room. It looks like it's related to the, yeah, there you go. It looks like it's related to the power generator room in some way. So let's get to the power generator room. George Plukas. Exactly. Alright. So, power generator room. Let's do that. Okay. So now...
No, I don't think that's necessary.
This item will not affect the repair this unit needs.
Oh, that's different, though. Okay, so... Ah!
This generator may be providing power for more than just
This is gonna do it.
complex. It is broadcasting power, which is causing
We got it.
interference in communications with the Enterprise. I cannot tell for certain if there are receiving units for this power, Because some of the readout circuits are damaged. Fascinating.
What is fascinating this time, Spock? I doubt it's fascinating to either Bones or myself, but what is fascinating this time, Spock?
You tell him, Jim. I'm getting sick of this alien smarter than thou attitude.
If either of you had an ounce of logic, you would be more prepared to listen to my information and possibly even understand it.
Bordering
Whoa.
on insubordination, aren't we, Mr. Spock?
I always knew that no emotion garbage was just a cover. He thinks he should be in charge.
We're being affected by
Spock,
the
I'll have
pheromones.
those findings from you right now.
Captain, it appears the circuit was deliberately damaged. This would only be possible if the force field were down. Who would damage their own machinery? And for what purpose?
More and more curious, Mr. Spock.
Also, Captain, I am able to determine that if power is interrupted rather than shut down from the console, it will send a signal to the discharge unit and release the bacteria into the atmosphere. The
Right.
readout is now fully functional. There are other locations on this planet receiving power from this generator. Most peculiar,
Okay.
the locations of these units are not in the database.
And you think they should be?
It would be logical, Captain. But removing the circuit that controls the on and off functions of this device would also be illogical.
Are you trying to tell me that's what happened here?
Exactly, Captain. Until that repair is made, it would be impossible to execute a proper shutdown procedure.
Someone wanted that to happen.
The repair is complete, Captain. It would now be possible to safely shut this machine down. However, doing so would certainly affect all the other equipment in this complex.
All right. So that gave us some
Save
progress.
new
That
game.
allows us to do what
Replace
needed.
previous game.
So,
Captain, do you wish me to start the shutdown sequence on the generator?
Let's hold off on that. Shut it down, Spock. Shut it down, Spock.
shut it down, Spock.
Well,
The doom
that
sound.
ends that threat. Balcosi can rest peacefully tonight and from now on.
It is still a trying time in their development, Doctor.
Think of it as an adventure, Spock. Scotty, 3 to beam up.
So I just had two things that I hadn't used on this particular machine. It was a little bit of pixel hunting. A little bit. It was a little bit of pixel hunting.
Captain, the power source has completed its shutdown cycle. There is no trace of the bacteria or pheromone in the atmosphere. It would appear the Balcosi are free to choose their own future.
Good to hear, Spock. I know losing a find like that archive has to hurt.
That would be an emotional response.
Of course it would. How silly of me.
Captain, there are 2 signals being broadcast from the planet. The first is another burst following the same path as the original broadcast. The other signal emanates from nearby the first. It's aimed at us, Captain.
Whoa. Subject suitable. Testing continues.
Message from Starfleet, Captain.
On screen, Lieutenant.
Interesting report, Jim. I think you were right to release the Balcosi from outside influence. Too bad you couldn't retrieve the archive. No one at Starfleet has any idea who is behind all this, or what the testing message was all about. Keep us informed as you find out more. I've got confidence in you, Jim.
I've reviewed your report from your recent assignment, Captain, and have a few comments. I am very pleased with your performance. It was a perfect mission, Jim.
Perfect!
Your reputation as Starfleet's best starship captain is secure.
Perfect!
Kane out.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. It was a perfect mission, chat. Perfect. They broke the mold with me and Kirk. Here we go. No Man's Land, written by Scott Benny,
Captain's
directed by
log,
Chris
Stardate
Jones.
6236.5. Following our mission to Balcos, the Enterprise is proceeding to Omega Corvus to probe radiation clouds. We are expecting an uneventful mission.
Message from Starfleet Command.
On screen.
This is a Code 2 emergency, Captain.
Uh-oh.
3 Federation ships have vanished in the Delphi system within the last month. 3 days ago, we lost contact with the USS Zimbabwe. You are to go to the Delphi system and find out what's happened to our ships. Starfleet out.
Well, crap. Delphi system time. Let's save
Save new
this.
game.
All right, mission 3. Apparently, I would think so. Okay, let's take a look at our map. So Delphi, according to the map, is... Let's find out about some of those things. Give me some...
Raising shields.
Nope.
Lowering shields, Captain.
Never mind the raising and lowering shields. Spock.
The Delphi system is not far from Romulan space.
Let's not make any accusations without proof, Mr. Spock.
I make no accusations, Captain. I am simply pointing out relevant information based on the most logical hypothesis available. I would not recommend drawing a definite conclusion from it.
All right, let's find out about Delphi.
Delphi System. A ternary star system first charted 30 years ago by the USS Essex.
Okay.
With no habitable planets in the system, the Gamma Delphi sector is known for a high abundance of ion storms.
Which do literally just create havoc with ship systems. Okay. What about the Zimbabwe?
USS Zimbabwe. Constitution-class starship commissioned stardate 5621.3, currently under the command of Captain Ulysses Monteya.
Ulysses Monteya.
The Zimbabwe's current non-classified missions include ferrying diplomats between Babel and Vulcan and searching for missing ships in the Delphi sector.
Okay, what do we know about Ulysses Monteya?
Ulysses Monteya, Starfleet rank Captain. Current assignment, command of the USS Zimbabwe. Graduated 5th in his academy class. Captain Monteya served as ensign and later lieutenant aboard the USS Jersey, as lieutenant commander aboard the USS
Yeah,
Senorix,
Constitution class,
and
yep.
as first officer and later commander of the USS Regulus. Captain Monteya has been decorated 9 times by Starfleet for various feats of bravery and valor.
Not a guy to just vanish, in other words. Okay, last thing I want to ask about.
Romulans. Warrior race believed to have descended from common heritage with that of the Vulcans, but one that did not reject passion and aggression as the Vulcans did. Under medical examination, the two races appear very similar. However, Romulans exhibit a psychological profile contrary to that of Vulcans. Romulans currently use ships of Klingon design, suggesting to some Klingons are maintaining the Romulans as a client state to antagonize the Federation
Exactly,
in a
Servo.
move that circumvents the Organian Peace Treaty.
It suggests to others that they ran low on money, and so they made the Romulan ships look like the Klingon ones, because that's the actual reality. Okay, right. Okay. Let's navigate there. Delphi is up here. Let's do it.
Captain, at our current speed of warp 7, I expect to enter the Delphi system in 8 minutes.
Captain, I just started getting the oddest noise on all channels. It sounds like some sort of insect drone.
Oh boy.
Let's hear it, Lieutenant.
An object is approaching the Enterprise.
Unspoken.
The hell?
Mr. Spock, is that what I think it is?
Sensors indicate that it is an authentic Earth warplane, circa 1917, belonging to the nation of Germany. Its appearance is identical to a Fokker DR-1. Sensors also indicate an immense power source and one life form.
We are being hailed.
This is Baron Trelane von Gothus of the German Air Circus. I have identified you as an enemy aircraft.
Trelane.
You have 10 seconds to surrender before I blow you out of the sky.
That's Trelane.
But I thought we'd seen the last of you. Stop playing games, Trelane. Leave my ship alone. We surrender. Trelane. Triplanes didn't have radios during the First World War. Trelane, but stop. We Trelane.
Captain Kirk, that is not the way for mortal enemies to greet each other on the field.
He was in an original series episode.
Of course you hadn't seen the last of me. I am Trelane, the humble Baron of Gothus.
Humility is not something that I would associate with you, Trelane. I suppose we're going to get another tantrum from a runaway child with too much power for his own good.
Yeah, it's Trendane in his future. Trelane was a character that was an alien that was extraordinarily powerful. But in the Squire of Gothos episode, it turns out that he was also basically a child, and that his parents had given him this planet, this asteroid, thing, to be able to study some stuff. But instead he was cruel and played with creatures, including the human beings. And finally the parents come back and basically, discipline him, essentially. So he's a little bit like Q, but he doesn't have the power to transport anywhere at will. They have machines that are like these matter transmitters that are like transporters on steroids, basically.
Mortal enemies? When are you going to grow up, Trelane? Humility is not something that I would associate with you, Trelane.
Oh, this is wonderful. The sarcastic banter of determined foes just before a battle that only one of them will survive.
Put an end to this farce at once, Trelane. You have a way of trying my patience, Trelane. Go home, Trelane, before you get in trouble again. Didn't your parents punish you enough, Trelane? Put an end to this farce. Didn't your parents...
My dear Captain Kirk, I'm not the one who is in trouble.
Sensors indicate he is closing on us. I would extrapolate that he intends to fire on us.
Raise shields, evasive maneuvers.
Raising shields. Controls are not responding.
Sensors indicate that our hull would not hold against his attack.
Trelane.
Whoa.
We have been unconscious for a considerable length of time, Captain. This is Lieutenant Commander Ellis, First Officer and Security Chief of the USS Zimbabwe.
Hello, Mr. Ellis. Where is your captain?
He was in sickbay at the time that triplane attacked us. I don't know what's going on.
What is going on, Commander, is a gentleman named Trelane, an immature child of a race with vast powers. Somehow he acquired an unhealthy fascination with human military history. Last time we encountered him, he had an interest in the Napoleonic era.
It would appear, Captain, that his awareness of human history has advanced to the level of your First World War.
If it advances any further.
Not only do we need to escape this place, but we need to find a way to discourage Trelane's interest in war once and for all.
How did you escape from him last time, Captain?
His parents appeared and punished him. I doubt that we can rely on such an intervention a second time.
In that first episode, there was always a machine nearby him. It was behind a mirror, basically, and he destroyed the mirror the first time. The second time, Trelane actually hit it, and more or less Kirk just kind of kept him guessing and playing long, buying time, until the parents showed up. So, sounds like Frank Caliendo. That's cool, though, because that's the same actor, too. I knew that the same actor was in this,
Save
but that's
new
pretty
game.
neat.
Replace previous game.
Okay, let's see what we've got.
The only door in this room, it is locked.
Okay.
The walls of this room look very sturdy.
Probably so.
A small barrel rests against the wall. It is empty.
All right.
A crate. It is labeled schnapps. It is nailed shut.
Schnapps. All right, what do you guys think?
Fascinating. This appears to be an Earth domicile, late 19th or early 20th century.
By domicile, you mean prison.
At least nobody's sick.
Okay, take us out of here.
A light bulb, triggered by a chain, is suspended above the center of the room. The chain is broken.
I'm gonna guess we have no inventory, right? Oh, we do. Oh, okay.
The chain is broken. It is obvious that you cannot turn it off.
The door is securely locked, Captain. I am unable to open it.
Does anyone have a safety pin?
A what? I don't think so.
That did not sound like That does not sound like Captain Kirk. All right, let's see.
It's not firing.
The phasers have been completely drained of energy.
Courtesy of our charming host, no doubt.
No doubt. Well, gentlemen, if we're going to beat Trelane, we'll have to beat him on his own terms.
Okay.
The chain is broken.
I see no need for that.
This shouldn't be too much of a problem. It's a very primitive lock. Damn. I'm afraid it is a problem.
Great.
The only door in this room, it is locked.
I'll do it.
The crate is open.
Schnapps.
It is full of bottles of Himrich Schnapps.
1913
the date
schnapps,
on
baby.
The bottle says 1913.
That's what I'm talking about. 1913 schnapps.
You have taken several bottles of schnapps.
Well, we're screwed, but at least we have bottles of schnapps, guys. Things are looking up.
No effect. You already have plenty of schnapps.
I mean, I don't drink, but from what I understand. What's up, Dragon?
Keep it down, Schweinhund.
No thanks. We'll need all of our wits if we are to defeat Trelane.
Vulcans do not drink.
He needs to loosen his Vulcan ears a little.
I have observed numerous occasions, Doctor, where you have regretted your indulgence in alcoholic beverages.
Not as good as Steel Magnolia. Perhaps later. You carry it, Jim.
While I'm on duty? Are you serious?
Apparently not.
The bottle bounces off the light bulb without shattering.
Keep it down, Schweinhund.
The crates are nailed shut. You are unable to open them. The crates are nailed shut. You are unable to open them. There are many bundles of sticks piled.
Probably can do something with those, can't I? Bundle of sticks time.
You pick up a stick.
Yeah.
The barrel is rather bulky. We should...
The barrel's full of holes, Captain. It's useless.
Captain, the crate is nailed shut. The stick is singularly unsuited for use as a pry bar.
All right, smart guy. What about the light?
Captain, I believe we need all the light we can get. It is not an advisable course of action.
Keep it down, Schweinhund. Keep it down,
No, it doesn't work.
Schweinhund.
Stick used in every game, yep. That is correct, okay.
The walls of this room look very sturdy.
That's no way to treat a good bottle of schnapps.
Probably true. We've got sticks.
The walls of this room look very sturdy. The walls of this room look very sturdy. A small barrel rests against the wall. It is empty. The walls of this...
I wonder if the tricorders are working. They are. Okay.
It would appear to be an ordinary crate, Captain.
Of course it's a crate. It looks like a crate, feels like a crate. What else could it be?
Doctor, we are dealing with an entity who is capable of sustaining an artificial atmosphere on a planet and then flying that planet around the universe like a starship.
Spock's right, Bones. When we're dealing with Trelane, we need all the information that we can get. Something that looks trivial might be the key to defeating him and saving the Enterprise.
And the Zimbabwe.
But mostly the Enterprise.
It would appear to be a wooden barrel containing nothing. The tricorder detects no unusual properties.
His name is Ellis Servo. He's a security officer from the Zimbabwe.
This light bulb is an anachronism. Although its light output is typical of period lighting sources, it is far more energy efficient and encased in shatterproof glass.
Trelane was never very good at getting the fine details right.
A correct observation, Doctor. The tricorder detects nothing unusual.
Okay. Don't take this the wrong way, but are you for real?
The tricorder detects nothing.
What about the medical tricorder?
Lieutenant Commander Ellis is showing heightened levels of stress.
Right. No. He only destroyed one Enterprise. And he kind of had to do that, in fairness to him.
The communicators are functioning, Captain. If there were other Federation personnel on this planet, we would be able to communicate with them.
Provided their communicators haven't been confiscated or the persons are in any physical condition to answer.
I did not wish to state the obvious, Doctor.
Ha!
Ha!
I don't see any medical emergencies, Jim.
So, phasers don't work. The tricorder is giving me information, but not a lot of it. What is that thing up there? Well, that's just a drop of water.
The walls of this room look...
Nah, I thought about that servo, but it doesn't work. The bulb is shatterproof glass. And the bottles and the stick doesn't work together. I tried to use the bottle on the stick. And I tried to use the stick on the bottle, and no dice.
Kirk, we're going to need all of our wits if we want to survive. Kirk, we're going to need all of our wits if...
Don't shut up, I'll phaser you, mister.
The walls of this room look very sturdy. The walls of this room look very sturdy.
It's got something to do with that light. It's got to have something to do with that light.
Straw, not the sort of... Now is not the time.
I don't think we'll need it, and we could probably get it somewhere else if we did.
No, the phasers are out of energy, John. When Trelane captured us, he drained the phasers. Let's see.
The crate is much too heavy to take with you.
I wonder if I could... Can I stand on these? I wonder if I can stand on these. No. No. Can I stand on this?
At least nobody's sick.
Fascinating.
The only door in this room, it is locked.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, what's up, JLC? Well, I thought about that, Dragon, actually, about creating that, but the thing is, this light is not... I can't do anything with this light.
You cannot reach the light bulb. The chain is broken. It is obvious that you cannot turn it. The chain is broken. It is obvious.
This shouldn't be too much of a problem. It's a very primitive lock. Damn. I'm afraid it is a problem.
Interesting. That, you see, I thought about that, Maze. I thought about that, but I don't really know... What's the conduit? Like, it's not solar powered. I guess I could try doing something like that. But I don't know what the conduit would be.
No effect.
The phasers are still completely drained. Attempting to use them would be a wasted effort.
See, so I can't... Well, thank you, John. Appreciate it. What do you... well, I don't know what... Like, what is your thought, Resonant Drifter, about the water drops? What do I do with those? Because, I mean, as I'm looking around, so I was able to pick up a stick. I was able to pick up a couple of bottles of schnapps. I can't stand on any of these crates. This thing is shatterproof. I can't reach this thing. This thing's locked. I can't use the stick on the lock. I guess I could try to use the bottle on the lock somehow.
Keep it down, Schweinhund.
Schweinhund. Beat the red shirt and call for help. There's a barrel over here?
The barrel's full of holes, Captain. It's useless.
But that's what that says.
Anyone have any ideas about how to get out of here?
Could I use the alcohol and the light to make a bomb to blow up the lock? The problem is the bulb is shatterproof, though. So I don't know how I would access the light.
The bottle bounces off the light bulb without shattering.
See, it's a shatterproof light, so... Well, I've only got one stick, is the thing.
You already have a stick.
I've only got one stick. A prison block party. Nice, nice, Dragon. I don't have a lot of equipment. The tricorders work, but I can't really do anything. I wonder if I could use...
I don't believe Mr. Spock appreciates anyone.
That is correct, Commander.
All right, hold on a second. What if I were to use the tricorder on these schnapps? Everyone get drunk.
This registers
Tried.
on my tricorder as schnapps, an alcoholic beverage.
We know what schnapps is, Spock.
My apologies, Doctor.
Okay, I use it on the stick.
A stick made from a dead pine tree.
Have I tried talking to the guard? No, it's a good one.
Anyone have any ideas
Oh,
about
wait,
how
wait,
to
wait.
get out of here?
Not myself. Here, walk over here.
You get no response. You get no response.
No response. I've tried talking to the security guard, but he doesn't say anything. I mean, he doesn't say anything
Okay,
interesting.
take us out of here.
That's what he says, which doesn't really help me.
Lieutenant Commander Ellis is frowning. This sort of stuff always seems to happen to the Enterprise. There are several bottles of schnapps here.
I wonder, what if I use the schnapps on the ground?
Kirk, we're going to need all of our wits if we want to survive.
Shut up, Ellis.
Keep it down, Schweinhund.
Put that stick away, Jim. Are you trying to speak softly, Jim?
Aren't you cute? Anything other than the light that would start a fire. The phasers are drained, so no. The tricorder, I've tried the tricorder. I haven't tried the medical tricorder. I'll do that. I guess you can see that the communicator, it works, but it doesn't connect to anybody. Nobody else has anything.
I don't see any medical emergencies, Jim. I don't see any medical emergencies, Jim.
Can't use that on that. I guess I could try to use the medical tricorder on the straw.
We're supposed to use this on people. We're supposed to use this on people.
Yeah, I don't really have anything else.
We're supposed to use this on people. Mr. Spock, I can never tell what's right and what's wrong with these Vulcans.
There you go, Sharian, yep. Or the rubidium crystals from Patterns of Force, one of the great episodes. Mix it with the schnapps. Mix what with the schnapps? Mix what with the schnapps, Mr. Peanut? Even the future AT&T is the worst cell reception yet. Mix what with the schnapps? Oh, this? The medical kit?
I don't see any medical emergencies, Jim.
That's interesting. Stuff the holes with what, though?
Do you have a theory about the barrel, Captain?
An old human habit, Mr. Spock. Rapping on something wooden with a stick has been known to help our thought processes.
A fascinating custom, Captain. Undoubtedly with its origins in primitive tribal ritual. Vulcan society was much the same.
I can understand why, Sharian, but it is a really good episode. Damn, man.
The walls of this room look very sturdy. The walls of this room look very... The walls of this...
Wow. Okay. The door's locked. The guard doesn't respond. I can't use the stick on it. I can't use the bottle on it. I can't use the phasers on it because they don't have energy. The tricorder just shows that it's a locked door. I can't use the tricorder on... Could I use the tricorder, the medical tricorder on the barrel?
We're supposed to use this on people.
That's what I thought. Thought about that, John Matrix. I did that already. I'm going to try it again, but I thought about that. It said that he had stress levels.
Lieutenant Commander Ellis is showing heightened levels of stress.
Yeah. It says that he's stressed out. Can't use alcohol in the barrel because the barrel is full of holes. So I tried that. If I put this here...
Are you planning to christen it, Jim? Are you planning to christen it, Jim?
Wait, the schnapps in the straw.
You cover the straw with schnapps.
Okay. That did something.
I don't think we'll need it, and we could probably get it somewhere else.
Okay, so the straw is covered in schnapps, so that was something different. So... there's the fire.
What's going on here?
We should leave this building immediately.
There it is.
Proximity of this fire to a large concentration of alcohol puts us at considerable risk.
Don't do anything foolish.
I thought that was my job. I can get him. You people get moving. I'll follow right behind.
No effect. No effect.
Hello?
I put our unconscious
Success.
friend in a safe place.
The building is structurally sound, Captain. I doubt that it would collapse, but as a precaution, I would not enter it again.
Where are we, Mr. Spock?
Isn't it obvious? In trouble.
Do you have a problem, Mr. Ellis?
Yes, sir. I have a problem. His name was...
Whoa.
The Baron does not appreciate vagrants.
Why that?
Damn.
Save new game. Replace previous.
This looks like a man.
Help! You were right, I just didn't know how to do it. You had to put it on the straw first and then use the stick.
You'd better take care of the soldier first. Having fun, Jim?
Yeah! The guy just stands there, he's like, I was not expecting resistance.
Jim, let's make a deal. You can be a captain. Everything's in working order, Jim. A human, approximately 60 years of age, in poor physical condition. His hip is broken, Jim. He needs our help.
Well, yeah, can you freaking fix him like I asked you to do 6 times now? Jeez, McCoy, what do you think I asked you to do? Blow!
That should fix the hip problem.
Nice.
He should rest. Thank goodness Trelane didn't take the tranquilizers from my med kit. He'd probably be too tired to talk much.
That's badass. It's the classic, you know, you just pull open the doctor's kit and it solves everything for you. Oh man.
Save
That's pretty
new
cool.
game. Replace previous.
Okay. We have to scan before you treat. That's right. And by the way, welcome everybody to episode 95 of Pen and Pixels. I am your host, Arvin Elleron. We are currently, this show is focused on story and narrative in games, and we are currently playing through Star Trek Judgment Rites. If you've liked what you've seen here, please make sure to follow the stream. Please sub to GOG if you can, so you can get some awesome emotes, and please check us out individually as well. We have a lot of stuff that we do on our individual channels. My channel, I'm an author, so my channel tends to be focused a lot on story and narrative as well. A lot of D&D on my channel, Fighting Fantasy Gamebook playthroughs, role-playing games, stuff like that. Plus interviews of various kinds as well. But please check us out, and thank you guys all for being here. I'm going to be on for about another hour, and then I will give way to Chrono Wolf, who will be playing some modded Doom 3, but not before we go through World War I Germany, a little bit before that. So, thanks everyone.
This metal grate leads to the sewers of Gothos.
Alright, so I'm probably going to have to go in there at some point. Let's chat, Broseph.
Thank you for helping me. If only I had something to repay you.
You could tell us where we are.
You are the American pilot, Lieutenant Colonel Jimmy Kirk, the leader of the famous Enterprise Squadron.
Jimmy Kirk.
Lieutenant Colonel.
Jimmy?
Enterprise Squadron?
I suppose I should tell you nothing, but as it looks as though the war will soon be over, I can tell you that this is the village of Gothos.
What war is this?
The Great War. The one that has lasted for 4 damned years and has killed millions. I never thought that it was possible for so many young people to die for such a worthless cause.
I believe he refers to the first of your world wars.
Could you answer an important question for me, sir? What year is this? Where's Trelane? What else has happened? What year is this?
You must have been held prisoner for a long time, Colonel. It's October 16th, 1918.
Fascinating.
I am so tired. I must rest.
October 16th, 1918.
You get no response. You get no response.
Why not?
This seems pointless.
Pointing at...
This seems pointless.
Talking to her. You mean I get no response? I'm walking right over to her.
The bullying soldier might be surprised to have met his match if he were still conscious. A quaint little pub, reminiscent of 19th century German pubs. You get no response. A quaint village shop, typical of... The door to the building is barred with a sign that explains the previous owner was killed in the war.
Mm-hmm. The plane itself. And his castle, presumably.
Several fuel barrels have been placed at the side of the hangar.
I wonder if I can...
Now, what do we want with a barrel?
What's in there?
The barrels are empty.
Oh, okay.
I have a power reading from that Fokker that is off the scale, Captain. It is identical to the sensor readings I took off Trelane's triplane on the Enterprise. It is the same triplane, but the power levels are far beyond anything that should be produced by that object.
Theories, Mr. Spock.
The last time we encountered Trelane, he used various items, a mirror in particular, as a source for his power.
Yep.
This locket is another one of Trelane's power objects.
Locket? You mean plane? That's interesting. This locket...
Save new game. Replace...
The odds of Trelane leaving his triplane in the open without setting a trap are almost too small to calculate.
Thank you for following, Brenton, on my channel.
Grass. Grass.
Grass.
A dirt path. Castle Trelane. What else could it be? A Fokker DR-1. The hangar of Trelane's triplane. It appears to be abandoned. A fuel barrel lies abandoned on the ground.
Ah, the good old days. It must have been something to have to fuel your plane yourself, take care of her by yourself.
Right, I gotta catch a
answering
locket
to
out
no-
of here.
And if anything went wrong, there was no one to blame but yourself.
True, R4. I'm really enjoying that. Thanks for the follow, John Matrix. No, they ran into Trelane, who they ran into originally in the original series, who was still angry at them for the last time, and so he brought them down to his planet where it's like World War I Germany, basically. Okay, so I could go up there. Actually, wait. Before we go there, I want to go back this other way and see if I can go anything left. Exactly, yeah. Exactly, John.
I would not get near that dog if I were you, Jim. It's suffering from rabies.
Rabid dog.
Jim, I dare not approach it. We need to do something to get its attention away from us.
How about using the stick?
I don't think it wants to fetch, Captain. Stop that or I'll deck you.
You go get him, Ellis.
Poor thing. I had a pet named Sasha once, a Zerbian husky. The thing shed like crazy. Starfleet didn't assign me for unnecessary violence against animals. We need to find a way to cure it, not hurt it.
Your point is made, Mr. Ellis.
This building is being used as a school.
Okay.
This is an old apartment building. This building is being used as an armory where troops are stationed and military supplies are kept.
I probably can't go past it, I'm going to guess. Is he going to come after me? Oh, he's not. Okay. So I can get past him.
I can't believe the trench would be so close to the town.
It shouldn't be.
Wow.
At this point in the war, the Allies had broken through the trenches.
I tried.
That's why
Illness.
Germany surrendered. Their defenses were crumbling, and they didn't want to see their cities destroyed.
Only one of many illogical situations, Commander. The building where we were imprisoned almost burned to the ground, but no other building was touched, and no one seemed concerned about the fire.
What else?
The fact that everyone seems to recognize us, yet the military does not try to intercept us. The building signs in English instead of German. There is much here that is not what it seems.
Yeah, well, the Germans, Trelane makes errors. Oh boy.
A lone soldier groans, but does not move.
Let's see what the guy's position is in.
Young human male, life signs failing. Suffering from internal bleeding and shock. Now that's an odd reading. It's not biological. Maybe Spock should try using his tricorder.
Okay. No.
It's dead, Jim.
Very funny, Bones.
Captain, another abnormally high reading emanating from an object in his pocket.
Ah.
A locket of some sort.
There's the locket.
Nothing to report in the West.
What can you tell me about the war? What can you tell about your locket? What can you
You want my locket? But that's the only reminder of my girl. I'd rather lose my arm.
We need it very badly. If we do something for you, would you give it to us?
I have
exactly,
left
John
my
Matrix.
girl. If you see that it is delivered, I'll give you my locket.
I'm gonna guess that he's too far gone.
I don't see any medical emergency, Jim.
Excuse you?
That's odd. I should be able to see immediate improvement in his injuries. But I have no response.
That is because Trelane is interfering. This man is meant to be a dying soldier whose presence provides drama for Trelane's production.
He'll die.
Logic suggests that Trelane will not allow him to die except for dramatic effect. Given the inconsistencies I've noticed, it is probable that he may be kept alive indefinitely.
Yep.
Can you give him something for the pain, Doctor?
Nothing I've done has any effect on him, Commander.
We were talking about that before. Trelane is not as powerful as Q because he needs machines to help him do what he does. He also doesn't have Q's general... Like, Q has the continuum to answer to, and Trelane literally has his parents to answer to. But that said, I mean, there's certainly similarities for sure.
No effect. Army engineers have begun building a tunnel here. The tunnel has barely been started.
Okay.
Is this German or Allied territory? Is this German or Allied? Barbed wire, used to confine soldiers to their moats of mud. No effect. No effect.
Okay, we got to get this guy's letter then.
My dearest Hilda, you are the sun that lights my shadows. Your voice is the one that speaks to me when all other voices are filled with pain. Only your memory keeps this unbearable suffering from driving me mad. That and the hope that this war will soon end, one way or another, and that I may yet live to see your smile.
Okay, it's Hilda. Hilda's the answer. Aha!
What is it, Gringold? Ah, visitors.
I love the music. They used even the music from the show. What do we have
A
here?
picture of the Battle of Waterloo by a starving German artist. A domesticated long hair. A gramophone. No songs are playing. A one-armed gentleman sitting on a sofa.
Alright, I'll bite. Who are you?
What can I do for you, Colonel?
What can you tell me about the war? I noticed that you have only one. What can you tell me about Trelane? That's a very nice cat. Where can I go to get a letter delivered? Where can I go to earn some money? What can you tell? Where can I go to get a letter delivered?
You might try at the tavern. The mail service is not entirely reliable, but someone there might know how to deliver it.
The tavern. They don't. They don't about the painting. Let's see.
What can I do for you, Colonel?
What can you tell me about? I know what. Where can I go to earn some? That's a very nice cat.
Every old man should have a pet, Colonel. They're like children. But we're never disappointed in them when they get older. What can I do for you, Colonel?
What can you tell me about the war? I noticed. What can you tell? That's a very nice. Where can I go to get? Where can I go to?
I might be able to give you some money, Colonel. If I could think of something useful that you could do for me.
What if I gave you an arm? Also, don't take this the wrong way, but who are you?
My tricorder detects nothing unusual. I suggest using Dr. McCoy's tricorder instead.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's
All
not enough.
internal systems in Dr. McCoy's...
Human male in
Nice.
good physical condition.
Mr. Spock, First Officer. A pot of gladiolas. You can tell that Herr Eckhart has a green thumb. Several objects of sentimental value line the mantelpiece. Cherished possessions that have been gathered over the course of a lifetime, admired by friends and family that are now dead.
Now dead.
A fireplace.
You know, I hear the crackling of a fire, but I don't see anything.
An impressionist painting of a ship caught in a storm.
Let's take a look at that cat again.
Terran cat, feeling very self-satisfied. We're supposed to use this on...
Alright, let's analyze a couple things here. That cat, first of all.
An ordinary house cat, Felis catus, a common human pet. The first records of domesticated cats are from ancient Egypt, where they reduced the rat
No, that's
population
Majel Barrett.
of grain fields, and were also used as hunting animals to retrieve small birds.
Spock, has anyone ever told you that ignorance is bliss?
His name is Glingold, Captain Spock.
Glingold.
A painting, Captain. This tricorder detects nothing unusual about this object.
What about this?
An early 20th century recording device, no longer in working order.
A copy of Goethe's Faust in German.
Of course.
I think the cat is very comfortable in its current location, Captain.
All right, well, let's save it and then let's talk to him about more stuff.
Save new game. Replace previous game.
What can I do for you, Colonel?
What can you tell me about the war? What can you... That's a very nice... Where can I go? What can you tell me about the war? What can you tell me about Trelane?
Ah, yes, the glorious Baron. I'm a lowly soldier, retired and alone except for Gringold. I don't think I can tell you anything about him.
Oh, yeah, Servo?
What can I do for you, Colonel?
What can you tell me about... I noticed... What can you tell me about... I noticed that...
I lost my arm in the last war, January 8, 1871, during the siege of Paris during Bismarck's war with France, shortly before Germany's glorious victory. It still didn't bring my arm back.
Wonder if I could give him an
arm. What can I
arm.
do for you, Colonel?
What can you tell me about the... I noticed... What can you tell me about the war?
We are a nation of warriors, Colonel. Like your America, we were born in war. We believe that military might gives men the right to take what they want.
What about diplomacy?
I wish we understood it better, Colonel. The pieces of paper that our diplomats sign have too little meaning. If we paid more attention, we could have prevented this latest mad conflict.
His voice acting is not bad, actually.
I lost my grandson at the Marne.
His voice acting is not bad.
Captain, we have no reason to remove this object.
This doesn't seem to be working.
It hasn't worked in several years, Colonel. There haven't been many good recordings lately, so I haven't missed it much.
Captain, I do not... The gramophone is not functioning. It would appear to be a trivial malfunction.
Do not concern yourself with it, Captain Spock. Gringold does not like loud noises.
Oh, you don't like me fiddling with it?
The gramophone is not functioning.
Do not concern...
I think the cat is very...
Captain, I do not An ordinary...
Spock, has anyone ever told you...
His name is Gringold, Captain Spock.
I may not have enough stuff to be able to do with this guy yet.
Captain, we have no reason to remove this object.
What superficial German villains? What do you mean, Marinda? The reason, Marinda, you got to remember the reason that they're saying that there might be stuff is, remember that Trelane has a very surface level, shallow vision of human history anyway, because he sees them from a long distance, and so he doesn't know about the details of any of it. He's an immature child, basically. So it's not surprising if he sort of thought about things, you know, that way in the early 1900s. I wouldn't put that on the game.
This photo is probably the man's most cherished possession, aside from the cat. I won't let you take it unless you give me a very good reason, Captain.
Lieutenant Commander Ellis, who the hell are you? You're a security officer on another starship. You can go straight to hell. Clown.
This photo is probably the man's... I thought we were Starfleet officers, not...
This guy, by the way, I don't believe at all, or trust at all, in the least.
Captain, we have no reason to...
Wonder if he'd like some schnapps.
I was never very fond of schnapps, Colonel. My wife liked it, though.
Captain, that's no way to treat someone's pet.
Give him some schnapps. Right. World War I is a lot more, and in ways is very interesting because of this. It was a lot more ambiguous about who was doing what. And the Germans got the entire lion's share of the blame for it unfairly. They were part of the mix, but so were all the other countries that got involved in that insane war.
Delete previous, replace previous.
And in fact, the treatment of Germany after World War I led in large part to World War II, as many, including Woodrow Wilson, had predicted it would. Right, exactly, Annydale. Yeah, exactly. All right, so that's that guy. Can I get to him? I can't get into the school.
And remember, democracy is weak. It relies on the votes of the foolish masses who are incapable of choosing strong leaders. Constitutional government fosters weakness. The rejection of republicanism is what won the last war for Germany, and it will bring us victory over these stupid Americans.
That's not what they told us at the academy.
Captain Hauptmann looks like he'll fit right into German society in 20 years.
Yep.
This appears to be a picture of Kaiser Wilhelm II. This is a map of Western Europe. Frau Humperdinck looks like she can't wait for the day to end. A light hangs from the ceiling.
These people all human?
A pre-adolescent human male in good physical condition.
Okay.
A pre-adolescent human male in good physical condition.
Wait, did I?
A pre-adolescent human female in good physical condition.
Captain. Let's see. I want to make sure all these people are real first.
A male human in excellent physical condition. I see that the tricorder is not very good at judging character. A middle-aged human female in average physical condition.
All right, now the tricorder. Now Spock's tricorder.
The tricorder detects nothing unusual. The tricorder detects nothing unusual.
All right.
Captain, another abnormally high reading emanating from the chalkboard.
Another one of his objects.
Please, take anything, but not that. Education represents our children's future, and education cannot succeed if it is neglected or if teachers do not have the proper tools.
Okay, so basically the way that we're going to have to do this is we're going to have to figure out a way to get all of these power sources away from Trelane. The plane is one of them, the locket is a second one, the blackboard is a third one, either the gramophone or the cat, but I'm guessing the gramophone is the fourth one. So there's at least 4 of these power sources that we found that we're going to have to somehow disable to be able to get off this planet. So that's kind of what we're looking at.
It looks like it's out of my reach.
No effect.
I recommend against taking items in full view of the locals, Captain.
Boys and girls, let me introduce you to an example of inferior Republican stock. Lieutenant Colonel Jimmy Kirk. Tell us, Kirk, how can you defend the ludicrous American system?
I see no reason to defend anything, Captain. These children are, in spite of your efforts to indoctrinate them, quite capable of growing up to become adults who will make up their own minds.
Jimmy Kirk. What's up, TNS?
I am not interested in a debate, Hauptmann. If your system is so superior to America's, how come you're losing the war? Why don't we put it up to a vote? You have a choice between a system that gives you leaders who will oppress you for life, or a system which, imperfect though it may be, allows you to influence your leaders and gives you a chance to bring them to account. I see no reason to defend it. Why don't we put it up to all in favor of Hauptmann's system, say aye.
Aye!
All in favor of my system, say aye.
Aye!
It appears that they don't want what you offer them.
You lose the vote.
I will not tolerate such insults. The Baron will make you all pay.
Suck it, Hauptmann. Yeah.
Jim, wasn't that a violation of the Prime Directive?
Dr. McCoy, this is clearly an imaginary culture with no real existence. The Prime Directive cannot be reasonably extrapolated to affect such a culture.
Don't mess with a real teacher, son. I've been teaching for years. Classroom is my wheelhouse. All right.
Herr Kirk, can I help you?
Yes, I'd like to ask a question. What do you think about the war? What can you tell? These children are something. I didn't realize they let mad dogs teach children. You know, I've heard that chalkboard. What do you think about? You know...
You want to remove my chalkboard? Nein, absolutely not. I wouldn't consider it unless you gave me a letter from the superintendent telling me to do this.
Well, he just walked off in a huff. I agree with you. It is problematic, yeah.
The teacher's desk.
All right, well, I've still got to talk to the superintendent.
Herr Kirk, can I help you?
Yes, I'd like to ask a question. What do you think about the... What can you... These children... I didn't realize that... You know, what do you think about the war?
It's horrible. With any luck, my students won't have to fight in such a war when they get
Yep.
older. Herr Kirk, can I help you?
Yes, I'd like to ask a question. What do you think of... What can you tell me about...
Ah, the Baron. Such a charming man. If all the military and Gothos were like him, it would be a better place to live.
Better place to live, of course.
Herr Kirk, can I help you?
Yes, I'd like to ask a question. What do you think about... What can you... These children are something, aren't they?
They are a little rambunctious, aren't they? Herr Kirk, can I
Seem
help
pretty well
you?
behaved to me.
Yes, I'd like to ask a question. What do you think about the war? What can you tell me about... These children... I didn't realize they let...
He's a rather enthusiastic officer.
The teacher's desk. The teacher's desk.
Okay, so there's nothing unusual there. What about these kids?
Hi. Ingrid is very shy, Colonel.
Are all Americans as handsome as you, Colonel Kirk?
Not usually.
Bones, you're never at a loss for words. You answer her.
Lieutenant Colonel Kirk, when I grow up, will you teach me how to fly as good as you?
Well,
I guess we're ready to ship you to the academy, Jim.
Wow! A real American pilot! Can I shoot you as an escaped prisoner?
No.
Frau Humperdinck, Colonel Kirk won't let me shoot him. Is that fair?
This clock seems permanently fixed on 5 minutes to 3. This seems pointless. This is a map of Western Europe.
Okay.
The exteriors of other buildings are visible through these great windows.
All right, so we've got to get a letter from the superintendent to be able to get that blackboard.
Save new game. Replace previous.
Okay.
I don't think I can fit through that.
Jim, I hope you're not planning on going down into the sewers.
Given Trelane's predilection for opulence, it is highly unlikely that we would achieve anything useful in the sewers.
I'll decide that. It's probably not going to let me in there.
It is unsafe to return there.
All right, what about in the shops? And if not, then the tavern. Aha, the shop.
Charming place. Less technology, more humanity. I like it.
Somewhere in the middle of this European charm is Trelane and the missing ships. Let's find him.
Pans, dishes, and lamps line this wall. Metal buckets in a rough pile on the floor.
I don't even know what vice versa is,
This
actually.
clock looks expensive.
This clocks?
This clock looks like it is broken. You wonder who would want a broken clock.
Shoes.
This shop is not experiencing a shortage of shoes. A barrel of apples. A barrel of pickles. Jars of fruit are preserved in this translucent container.
Okay.
An empty kettle rests upon this stove. A tattered rope sits here. Sacks of flour
Maybe
and
something to
household
distract the
cleaning
dog?
implements line this wall. A broom, good for sweeping things. Sacks of flour and household cleaning implements line this wall.
Okay.
A rather badly painted seascape. Sacks of flour and household cleaning implements.
I got that.
Jelly beans in a glass jar. Candy canes in a jar.
Right.
A package of food containing mutton.
Mutton. Maltation I've never heard of.
A cash register. Bottles and cans line. This boy looks like he's anxious to make a sale.
Let's see.
A young human male in good physical condition.
All right, let's talk to him.
Hi, can I help you?
What do you want for that broom? I see you're selling food packages. Is that a coil of rope over on the wall? What do you want for those shoes? That really is a beautiful clock. Can you tell me how to make money around here? What do you want for that broom? Can you tell me how...
Sure, have some money. Oh, I don't have any. I wonder why. Hi, can I help you?
What do you want for that broom?
That old thing. I can give it to you now. You can pay me later. I'm sure my boss, Mr. Uland, won't mind.
I got a broom.
Hi, can I help you?
I see you're selling food packages.
You look hungry. Sure, have it. Pay me later.
Wow. That food should allow us to distract the dog. All right, what else?
Hi, can I help you?
Is that a coil of rope over on the wall?
That rope? No one ever buys rope. Go ahead and take it.
This is where they were like the inventory room. Take all the stuff.
Hi, can I help you?
What do you want for those shoes?
I'm sorry, but those shoes have already been paid for.
You get no response.
Hi, can I help you?
What do you want for those shoes? That really is a beautiful clock.
It sure is. I can let you have it. Pay me later. Or maybe not. Mr. Uland wouldn't like me to give away something that expensive on a promise. Hi, can I help you?
What do you want for those? What do you want for those shoes?
I'm sorry, but those shoes have already been paid for.
All right. So,
That clock needs to be repaired. Please, don't take it.
can you repair this, Spock?
A primitive chronometer, Captain.
Can you fix it? Yeah, exactly.
Captain, I'm detecting an extraordinary power source just to the left of that item. I am unable to get a reading due to the interference.
Right, and the power source here is the clock.
The clock is another of Trelane's power objects, Captain.
Please, don't take that clock. My boss would be so upset if something would happen to it.
We do need the clock.
It's like some bizarre game. Perhaps Trelane is putting us through mazes, watching our moves, and laughing at us.
We can't give Trelane any excuses, any reason to think we've cheated. We'll find the money to buy this clock and stick it down his throat if we get the chance.
Okay, so we need to get money. All right, so now we've got that
Save
stuff.
me,
What's his
please.
face will give us some money. The Colonel will give us some money, but we have to do something for him, and he didn't
Replace
have
previous
anything
game.
to tell us as to what that was going to be. So okay, let's check out the tavern.
You know the Baron's orders are that you are to be served in the armory. You are not to enter this establishment.
Everyone knows, Fraulein, that the Baron's orders were never meant to be taken seriously. Even by him.
Looks like trouble.
Excuse me, but if the lady wants you out, then you should get out. Would you like to step outside? Hello, soldier. Wouldn't you look good with beer on your face? Excuse me, but if the lady wants you out, then you should get out.
I won't have trouble in my place. Get out. I will be bringing beer to the armory later tonight anyway.
Damn.
I don't know who you are, but we had better not meet again.
You lose.
Nice guy.
Well, Miss Gernsbeck, you seem to run a very efficient place.
Thank you, Colonel. Unfortunately, the war does not lend itself to efficiency. What do you wish to talk about?
Why are you calling me a colonel? What's going on with the war? You said that the war led to a lack of efficiency. What are you talking about? What do you know about Trelane? Why do these soldiers bother you? Can you give me some money? I've looked in at the school, and I believe that chalkboard is extremely dangerous. I need to convince Herr Schiller to let me dispose of it. Can you deliver a letter for me?
Let's do that first.
Give me the letter, and I will see that it is delivered. Thank you, Captain. I will see that it is delivered.
Okay. Now, second
Well, Miss
thing.
Gernsbeck, you seem to run a very efficient place.
Thank you, Colonel.
Why are you calling? What? You? What? Why? I've looked in. Why are you calling? I've looked in at the school, and I.
A chalkboard. Dangerous, Herr Kirk. I am not a fool.
Well, Miss Gernsbeck, you see.
Thank you, Colonel. Unfortunately.
Why are you calling? What? You? What do you know? Why do these? Can you give me some money?
I have no money. I would ask some of the people in the village for work if you wish to earn a little money.
Okay.
Excuse me, Gretel. Could you answer a question or two for me?
I will try, Colonel.
Why are you calling? What? You? What? Why do these? I've looked in at the school, and I believe that. Why do these soldiers bother you?
The soldiers are little more than animals. They do as they please because a band protects them. I must deliver kegs of beer for them every night.
That might be a way to get in
Keeps them
there.
from having to leave the armory.
Excuse me, Gretel. Could you answer?
I will try, Colonel.
Why are you calling me a colonel? What's going? You? What? Why are you calling me? What? You? What do you know about Trelane?
I know the
Okay.
band despises you and has vowed to kill you if you should ever meet again. Take my advice. Flee Gothos and never return.
And how does one flee Gothos?
I do not know. Else I would have left long ago. The village of Gothos seems to ensnare anyone who comes here. You see, I really work for the French government.
Ah, Jacques!
I'm a spy.
A spy?
Excuse me, Gretel. Could you?
I will try, Colonel.
Why are you calling me a colonel? What's going? You said that spy? I've looked in at the school, and I spy?
I have been here for 2 years. The Western Front is very close.
That explains the shotgun.
And I send information to France.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, Gretel.
I will try, Colonel.
Why are you calling? What's? You said that the Gretel. Why are what? You said Gretel. I need to persuade. You said that the war led to a lack of efficiency. What are you talking about?
I'm rushing the game? Oh, sorry, Versus. I can explain. So, what, I don't think I've been trying to zip through it. So, Trelane, this incredibly powerful alien, I don't know if you were here for this one. Trelane ended up getting here, bringing us to this planet against our will. We're now trying to escape. And either whether he's the one setting us up to do it or whether we're discovering it on our own, he has these power sources that allow him to do the things that he does. So far, we've found, I think, 4 or 5 of them. There's the soldier who has this locket that's one of those power sources. He wanted us to deliver a letter for him, and if we deliver the letter, then he would give us the locket. We've just done that by giving the letter to Gretel here at the tavern. Then there's the guy, either the cat or the gramophone is the power source in that guy's room. He wants us to do something for him, but he can't think of what yet. Also, we can maybe get money from him, and we need money to be able to buy the clock in the store next door, which is a 3rd power source. The 4th power source is the blackboard in the classroom, and the only way to deal with the blackboard in the classroom is to basically get a letter from the superintendent that would tell the teacher that you need to take the blackboard with you. So we need to get a letter from the superintendent. And then I think that's all I've done so far. I haven't gone up to the castle yet, and I don't know what is up there so far. So, this war leading to a lack of efficiency. What I'm doing right now is going through some choices that are giving me a chance to gather information from her.
The soldiers are little more than animals. They do as they please because a band protects them. I must deliver kegs of beer for them every night. It keeps them from having to leave the armory.
Also, I think I know how to deal with that dog, because at the store I got some food.
Excuse me, Gretel. Could you answer a question or two for me?
I will try, Colonel.
Why are you calling me a colonel? What's going on with the war, Gretel? Why are you? What's going on with the war?
Let's talk about what's going on with the war.
It has not been going well of late. So we are told that Kaiser Wilhelm will never surrender. I doubt the war will last more than 2 months.
What is the date?
You have been held prisoner for a long time. It is October 16th, 1918.
That's the 2nd time that someone has told me a date in this game, which tells me that the date is going to be important at some point. October 16th, 1918.
I've lost so many friends. I've never felt so alone.
Why are you calling me a colonel? Gretel. Alone, Fräulein?
Alone?
Perhaps someday, when you have defeated your enemy, and this war is finally over, you would come and visit me. I would enjoy spending better times with you.
It would not be Kirk if he wasn't,
Excuse me, Gretel. Could you answer a question or two for me?
charming the ladies. My pleasure,
Why are you
Versus.
calling me a colonel? Gretel.
Okay, this is the last one that's open.
I know who you are.
Thank you for the follow on my channel,
Colonel
Raptor.
Jimmy Kirk, leader of the famed United States Enterprise Squadron that has shot down so many of our pilots, along with Major Spock and Captain Leo McCoy.
Captain McCoy? Leo?
Herr Kirk, it's good to see you.
Okay, so that's all I've got there. All right. So, got a lot of information there from her.
Save new game.
So we're going to see if I
Replace
can,
previous
because we have about 10 minutes before I have to give way to Chrono Wolf, see if I can finish up this room and then go back to the soldier in the trench and get the letter from him. Let him know that we delivered the letter, get the locket from him.
Delete previous. Replace.
But all this music is directly from the episode.
Rudolf Ulan, owner of the shop outside. What seems to be the problem?
What do you think about the war, Harold?
Ah, Uland is the guy that I just got all the free stuff from. Yeah.
What can you tell me about Trelane?
Okay.
You wouldn't happen to know where a man can get money in Gothas.
Okay.
That's a very nice clock in your shop.
Okay.
What do you think about the...
Let's start with the clock.
That's a very nice clock in your shop.
If you wish to purchase the clock, all you have to do is pay for it. It's a simple enough arrangement.
Of course.
Herr Kirk, what is it this time?
What do you think about the... You wouldn't happen to know where a man can get money in Gothas.
If a man has no money, he's not a man. Penniless rabble. Why worry about them?
Spoken like a true capitalist.
Herr Kirk, what is it this time?
What do you think about the war? What can you tell me about Trelane?
The perfect German. If anyone can turn this war around, it's him.
You're such a sycophant, Rudolph.
Herr Kirk, what is it this time?
What do you think about the war, Harold?
Herr Schiller would have us believe that Germany is doomed. But I have more faith in our great soldiers than that. Victory shall be ours. Herr Kirk, what is it this time?
I'm just saying hello, Herr Uland.
I suppose I should be courteous, Herr Kirk, but there's little profit to be made in having good manners.
All right, what about you, Schiller?
I saw how you handled that foolish brute outside.
Oh!
Quite impressive.
This is the
I am
superintendent.
Schiller, superintendent of the local schools. How may I help you?
What do you think of the war?
This is the guy I need.
What can you tell me about Trelane? Where can I go to earn some money? You know, I've been to inspect the chalkboard. What do you think of the war?
Let's talk about the chalkboard.
I've been to inspect the chalkboard.
I am very proud that we are spending money on the finest educational equipment, even during the middle of this accursed war. Herr Kirk, though my position as school superintendent keeps me busy.
This is the superintendent we need the letter from.
What do you think of the war? What do you think of the war?
Horrible business. When it started, I thought it would be good for Germany. But it's
Yeah, a lot of red herrings.
I hope it will be over soon. If we can settle this thing without harsh negotiations, we can get back to being a civilized nation once again. Herr Kirk, though my position as school superintendent keeps...
What can you tell me about Trelane? What can you tell me about Trelane?
A flamboyant man, and the greatest pilot in Germany. If only his soldiers weren't such rabble. Herr Kirk, though my position is...
Where can I go to earn some money?
One might find a little money doing odd jobs around the village. Herr Kirk, though my position is...
Thank you, Herr Schiller. I don't think I require your generosity, but the offer is appreciated.
Anytime, Colonel. I thought I had more beer than this.
Okay, so we're gonna have to figure out how to get him to write this letter.
This seems pointless.
You sure you can't help me out with Schiller?
Herr Kirk, it's good to see you.
Yeah, that's often the case, Danik, then it's true. What's up, Takanji? How you doing? Okay, so there's nothing there.
It looks like a real keg of beer.
Colonel, if you want some beer, just ask.
I would like some beer.
Herr Kirk, it's good to see you.
What do you hope to accomplish with that? What do you hope to accomplish with that?
No effect. A large and rather ugly painting.
So we
of a
know
townscape.
where they are. How old is this game? This is, oh gosh, 90s? If you type in exclamation point, oh, you moved in yesterday. Awesome, Takanje. How does it look? How are you starting to settle in? If you type in exclamation point game, Bob, you'd be able to see a link and you'll be able to see when it came out.
A large and rather ugly
I
painting.
don't know about that. Okay, now I gotta let the soldier know about the letter.
I didn't know your good luck was only temporary.
Ooh.
I'd be quite annoyed.
Mr. Full House is complaining. If his hands were any more indecent, he would be arrested.
With the Baron's soldiers, he might be arrested even if his hands were decent. I can't complete a strike to save my life.
Or your fortune.
14 years? 24 years. I was gonna say, I was like, I don't think it's 14. 24 sounds about right, so that would be 1993. That sounds about right.
Save new game. Replace previous game.
All right, what do we got over here?
There is a date circled on this calendar. October 16, 1918.
They really, really want you to know. That's funny, Tines. They really want you to know about what date it is. They're really anxious for you to know that.
Looking through a ragged knothole, it is obvious that this cupboard is empty.
Hello, I am Richard Sondergaard. I publish the local newspaper. It's nice to see someone as famous as you, Lieutenant Colonel.
Doesn't it worry you, Herr Sundergaard, that you know an enemy ace is standing next to you?
The Baron has given orders for everyone in Gothos to treat you well, Herr Kirk. A fellow pilot honoring fellow pilots, I suppose, although I would not trust the military to follow those orders to the letter. Welcome, friends. Can I help you?
What can you tell me about the war? What can you tell me about Trelane?
Okay.
Can you help me get into this poker game? I need you to spread a rumor about a chalkboard. What can you tell me about the
Spread a
war?
rumor?
What can you... I need you to spread a rumor about a chalkboard.
You say you need me to convince Herr Schiller to give you the kindergarten blackboard? I do not know why, but I would do anything if you could get the commander to issue a transfer for my son.
Okay, so I need to get the commander to issue a transfer for this guy's son. Then this guy will spread a rumor in his newspaper. He'll talk about how the blackboard is dangerous. That will allow the superintendent to give me a letter so I can get the blackboard. So I've got to do the command. I've got to, first of all, get a transfer for this guy's son from the commander.
I'm Werner Gellert, the shoemaker. If you are not prepared to play, please leave us.
Excuse our friend. He doesn't like to perform in front of an audience.
Welcome. I am Kurt Nielsen, owner of the Gothos Brewery. If you care to join, feel free, if you can pay the stake. Gentlemen, I'm busy. If you are not prepared to play, please don't bother me.
Okay.
I am busy. Please bother someone else.
Welcome,
No,
friends.
the superintendent want one. I want an
me
article about the blackboard because I want them to give me the blackboard. It's one of Trelane's power sources. So I've got to convince the superintendent to give me a letter instructing the teacher to give me the blackboard. And the only way I'm going to do that is if I convince the superintendent that the blackboard is dangerous. So I have to give this guy here, who is the owner of the newspaper, get a transfer for this guy's son. Then he'll print this thing about how the blackboards are dangerous. Then the superintendent will say, okay, I don't want him in my classroom, and will give me a letter. I give the letter to the teacher. I get the blackboard.
What can you tell? Can you help me get... I need you to spread a... What can you tell me about the war?
Start with that.
My son is in the army. I fear for him constantly. I've tried to convince the commander at the armory to authorize his transfer. I would do nearly anything for that transfer.
Okay, and the armory we're going to be able to get into because we have food packets that we got at the store, and that will allow us to distract the rabid dog. So we distract the rabid dog, cure him, go into the armory, somehow convince the commander to give this guy's son a transfer, come back here, tell the guy that happened, he's grateful, publishes the thing about how blackboards are bad news. That lets us go to the superintendent, who tells us, the superintendent being like, that sounds awesome, I'm going to give you a letter to bring to the teacher, bring it to the teacher, she gives me the blackboard. It is a chain of events. That is correct.
Welcome, friends. Can I help you?
What can you tell me about the war?
My son is in the army.
Oh, shoot. I already know this. I already know this. I'm sorry.
Welcome, friends. Can I help you?
What can you tell me? What can you tell me about Trelane?
Herr Kirk, you know the Baron quite well, do you not? I doubt I could tell you anything you do not know. Welcome, friends.
What can you tell me? Can you help me get into this poker game?
I would lend you a stake to enter this game, but it appears that I will have to win a few hands to give you that money. Welcome, friends. Can I help you?
What can you tell me? Can you help me? I need you to spread. What can you tell me?
My son is in the army.
Okay. Lovely. All right. So I'm not in a position to do anything about this yet. But I will come back there.
This landscape does not look like the work of a professional. This sack is filled with flour.
Can I take the sack?
No effect.
Okay. Simple, elegant, effective. Yes. All right. So what we can do just before we close up shop is we should have enough time to get back and give the soldier, tell the soldier that his letter has been delivered, and then he will give us the locket. If all goes well, that will work.
Save new game. Replace previous game. Delete previous game.
Right. X to Y, Z, A, B, C, D. I mean, that's, you know. Okay, let's,
Save new game. Replace previous game.
There we go. All right, let's get across to... Can't get to the armory yet. All right, bro, we did it.
Nothing to report in the west.
What can you tell me about the war? What can you about that locket?
You've delivered my letter. I guess I'll keep my promise. Have my locket.
A little bit. Yeah, dramatic. Okay, we got his locket. Now, what else do you have to say?
Nothing to report in the west.
What can you tell me about the war?
I am a sentry. The others are dead. I think I'm dying.
Trelane is studying humans. He's studying human histories and human reactions. But he's also an incredible egotist. He's immature, and he likes playing around with humans because he doesn't think that they're a big deal. So, as a consequence, he's kind of screwing around with them.
I like to watch the airplanes fly overhead. The enemy watches them too, and I know we'll have a few minutes of peace. Nothing to report in the west.
What can you tell me? What can you tell me about the war?
All right, I already did that.
A sentry.
Okay. So, whoops. Now we've got the locket.
This locket opens to reveal the picture of a young woman and an inscription. From HB to FK, a love that cannot be killed.
Okay, so we got the locket. So now what we need to do is we need to go back to the armory, which is over here, and we need to see whether the food will let us get into the armory. And then when we're in the armory, we have to convince the commander to give the transfer, and I'll bet that's not going to be immediately easy either.
Save new game. Replace previous.
Whoops. Now, will these food packets work?
The dog is now hungrily eating its meal.
Okay, now. Now cure him. Cure him from his rabies. Haha!
Another satisfied patient.
Got rid of the dog. All right, we did it. We did it, chat. We got rid of the dog. He's now happy, so we're good.
Replace previous.
So now that means we can get into the armory. Hey, what's up, Chrono Wolf? We're going to get into the armory, and that is what we're going to do. Just get me in there. Perfect. Here we are in the armory, and we'll be able to deal with this armory next time that we play the game.
Cancel. Save. Replace.
All right.
Yes, quit the game.
There we go. Awesome stuff, guys. I'm a veterinarian, not a doctor. Okay, we did good work today. That was really awesome. I'm really enjoying this game. I hope you guys are too. I'm having a lot of fun with this. It's some of the pixel hunting thing, which is sort of a staple of the adventure genre, is not so great, but in general, I've been pretty happy about it. So thank you, X5. I appreciate it, man. So yes, that was good times, and we will be doing this again, of course, next week. We will continue Star Trek Judgment Rites. We've been doing about basically a mission and a half every stream. So we should be able to finish this mission and get into the next one on the next session. And then we'll probably be doing this through October. And then at the end of October, we'll be probably getting ready to move on to the next game, which will either be this aforementioned game that I can't talk about yet, or might be Divinity Original Sin 2, which would be fun if we were able to do that. But I am going to wrap up now so that I can give way to Mr. Chrono Wolf, who is going to be giving you his Night Howl show and Doom 3 modded. If you guys liked what you saw today and heard, please make sure to follow the channel. Please make sure to subscribe to GOG.com. You can get a lot of awesome emotes and things like that done by our fearless leader, Outstar Walker. Plus, it supports all of the streamers individually as well. You can also double check us out individually on our channels. Most of us have our own channels and streams and Patreons and subscriptions and affiliate systems and all that kind of stuff. So we do this individually on our channels as well. I'm going to be back next to you guys on Friday/Saturday. I'm going to be going out to Erie Comic-Con, which is in Erie, Pennsylvania. I'm going to be doing a talk about networking and promotion in the online age for creatives and authors. And then I'm also going to be selling books and, talking to people about various work that I've done and stuff like that. So if anyone is in Western Pennsylvania, would love to meet any or all of you there. I'm going to try to do a stream from there, hopefully 2 if I can, but I'm going to try to do at least 1 while I'm out there. But again, I'm going to play that by ear because it depends a little bit on how the schedule works out. I will definitely be back here in any case a week from today, playing the next episode 96 of Pen and Pixels and playing more of Star Trek Judgment Rites at that time. And the week after that, we'll be going back to D&D with GOG. So that is going to be a good time. And yes, I'm going to try to do a stream of the panel. I don't know what the Wi-Fi is like. This is a new Comic-Con. Erie Comic-Con is new this year. They invited me to come and do a talk, and so that's what I'm doing, but I have no idea if the Wi-Fi is in good shape or in terrible shape, to be honest with you, so I don't know. So hopefully it'll be in good enough condition that we can do it, but I don't know. We're gonna find out, so yes, hopefully so. But stick around, everybody, for Mr. Chrono Wolf, who is going to now regale you with awesome blood, gore, and diplomacy. Through the power of Doom 3. That's going to be it for me. Thanks, everyone, for hanging around. Good turnout today and good chatting with all of you. And I will see all of you wonderful people either on my channel or on this very channel for episode 96 of Pen and Pixels next week. Until then, everyone be good to each other. Have a good night. Searching though I don't know.